So like,
No, that's where he wants to sit.
Yeah.
That's actually where he sits all the time. I think that's like,
Woo.
so.
All right, but
All right. So that was like a little behind the scenes of what goes on here.
Hey, guys.
And welcome to episode 106 of the Weed, Whiskey, and Wi-Fi podcast. It's your man, Jada. I'm joined here with Keith and Annie over here. And we've been chilling, hanging out, watching TV, watching trailers, not doing a whole lot in this whole crazy, mixed up world. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
January's almost over.
How are you
You guys
two?
are well. I'm all right. Survived the week.
Survived the week?
Yeah. I mean, you saw a little bit of a clip of.
Oh.
Like, I deal with that all the time. So my weekends are constantly
She made people,
full with that. Yeah.
and
then
she's their leader.
Yeah.
It's like,
No, we saw her in action prior to this,
Yelling-
folks.
yelling.
brought back
these
very
kids.
familiar tone and energy.
And
Two grown men at a moment.
it was good to see.
Yeah, glad, some things are still the same,
Listen, I got some bass in my voice and I need to have it.
That was something different.
Yeah, that was it. It's like,
in the car.
it's commanding respect.
Man, if I would have had to have gone home.
I told you, my mom always added the time frame. I am 13 minutes away. Why are you playing with her? It's like,
Right?
Like I said, that whole, you could drop him off in the backyard. I can drop him off right at your door.
Drop who what?
See? Now, was that not my reaction? Now, was that not my reaction when he said he was dropping off Drogo? Literally, he was like, oh, I'm just going to drop him off. And I'm like, drop who? Wait, what? There it is. If you can drop, I can drop.
I'm just saying.
They listen to y'all a lot more than they listen to me, though.
Well, that was your week.
They listen to me. They're just kids. Shit happens. They're still good kids. They
No one said that they
gotta be
weren't good
checked.
kids.
No, they just got to be checked. More often now, but still got to be checked.
Yeah. There's a time period and frame.
So yeah. But other than that, work week one was decent. I got to go back to Blue Martini. Had my first shift back on Sunday, dancing in Blue Martini. So I was excited about that. Haven't been there since the whole fiasco around Halloween.
I'm trying to remember. That's why I paused.
Such and such on the phone, arguing with somebody else on the phone.
And then I lost
and
my
she got
job
lost there.
over
'Cause it's-
My bad. Seriously, I was literally trying to
They
remember
ride
what exactly
together.
happened. Yeah.
Yeah, we ride, but
Like her
I
whole-
still got bills to pay. Y'all.
Yeah,
I'm just
the whole
saying.
he said so.
Wait a minute now.
Both y'all, whoa,
Oh, wait. That part specifically was quickly resolved, but
It wasn't the same.
no, it wasn't. And shifts
I
right
can't
now, as
remember-
far
I
as
couldn't
my
remember
industry, are
that.
kind of hard to come by right now. So
I didn't think of
Take
it
what I can
until
get.
we were talking. I was like, oh yeah, like the incident. Like,
Yeah, that was in October. It was Halloween time.
it was
frame.
Halloween
Yeah.
weekend.
Okay.
So
yeah.
it happened right after Halloween. Because it was over. It happened because of what happened on Halloween. Or that weekend.
Right.
So
I
it was like
remember
right
the story
after.
now, but whoa,
So, yeah.
24/9. All right.
It took a minute, but
I just looked up. The Phoenix and Utah game is playing in the background, just for anybody wondering. Recording Wednesday night. It is what?
January 26th.
January 26, 7:25 in the PM. West Coast time, folks.
Real quick, happy birthday to my big brother Troy.
Happy B-Day.
happy birthday.
That's
Have I
it.
met him?
Yeah, you met my brother, my older brother.
Oh, that I think it was once or twice, maybe.
A couple times he was at the crib, or he popped through with the crib, but the early days of the podcast.
Yeah.
Because he would always be like, "Oh shit," he would like, try not to, interrupt.
Well, it seemed like he was always on his way somewhere whenever I met him.
Yeah,
So-
he was, but like because he always kicked it in my crib, come through, smoke or whatever. Even did the laundry at the laundromat around the corner, so he would do that, and then just come pick his shit up and then go home. Get ready for the week. But yeah,
Happy birthday.
good family stuff and simple work week, simple good week. Got everything going and getting my shit together in a good way and just moving forward with everything. So I kind of like this working from home shit.
Ain't it great?
Dress code was sweats. I was like, puppy's loving it. She getting more walks a day because I'm just sitting on my ass like, all right, I got to do something.
puffs and walks.
We just go around the whole complex now.
Did I tell you about his new fear that I didn't know about?
What?
I didn't even say it was a new
Dog
fear.
Dad talk. Let's talk.
The stairs?
This is real quick.
You still have to carry him up the stairs, don't you?
Not the stairs. No, fear. A legitimate fear.
Oh, okay.
As in freak out fear.
You don't like it, right?
Is sewer grates.
Okay. Chewy's is fireworks.
As in, he won't even
walk over it?
Walk over them.
Around it.
To the point where it's like I have to drag him. Like he runs away from them. Case in point, folks. Like I said, I just found this out Wednesday night. I'm walking him out the street right in front of the spot. Crossing the street like normal. Cars are coming. They're off and away. So we're not in any danger, but we're like running across the street. I'm like, all right, come on. I hop over a sewer grate that might be half as wide as this table. Or might be this wide right here. Okay. And
I mean, that's pretty normal size for him, right?
And out that long. Okay? You've seen him jump. Mm-hmm. You've seen him climb, do whatever his thing. So we're running across the street. He's in tow with me. He hits the brakes like dead in front of the sewer grate. And refuses to hop over it.
You know why, right?
No.
Because there's people under there. He knows that those fucking people are down there.
I can't even drink this water right now.
He's like,
Think about it.
Mr. Jackson. Wait a minute.
Think about it, folks. She's not lying.
I'm not lying. That's where they are.
There are people down there.
So what if he, as a dog,
I thought you were
obviously,
going to say something
good
like
hearing,
his
good
feet might
smell,
like get
and
into
something like that?
I thought you were going to say something like his feet might get caught in the grate or something like that.
I think that he can sense that there's
really thought she
fucking
was gonna say
something.
That was a swerve.
I think that he can sense that there's something down there and he doesn't know what it
The
is.
road not taken, I
and
got it.
he doesn't like it. Good for you, bud.
No sympathy for me on that one.
Whew.
So,
But yes, he hit the brakes. Did you go flying or?
no, I didn't go flying, but now it's like, I'm like, what are you doing? Come on. Like, jump. He won't jump over it. It's like, he's done. He's like, no. He's like, no, get me out of this situation right now. I'm like, dude, cars are coming at this point.
Yeah, he just doesn't. He's not feeling it.
So it's like, I'm like, yo, come on. And then as the car's coming, he's like, makes a decision. And he's like, all right, I'll make the hop, but I'm only doing it because this car's coming. Don't ask me to do it again like this time. And literally, I was like, me being me, I was like, I got to test this out.
Oh, so you did it to him again?
I didn't do it to him again. I didn't like, hey, come across the street with me. But I was just like, let me see something. So I'm like, as I'm walking up past this way towards the complex, I see that there's another grate coming along in the street. So I do it so that now I adjust it so that now he's on the outside of the street. I just want to see it. He's not in any harm of like falling or, because there's like, it's the grate, then there's like another like cement path part, and then it's not cement, but a rock path, and then there's a sidewalk. So there's like distance. So I have it so that he's walking towards the rock path that's on our outside on the street side. Okay. Thinking everything's gonna be fine, no issues. Start walking, hit that grate. He's like running behind me. He's like doing anything he can to get from that side of the street, that side of the sidewalk. I'm like, are you serious? Now keep in mind, there's another foot
of rocks and stuff.
Of rocks in between.
Yeah.
Maybe more than a foot of rocks and stuff in between the sidewalk where we're standing and the grate now. In the curb on top of that. So go ahead and say there's 2 feet.
He knows.
I'm just like, fam.
He don't like it.
Are you serious right now? And like, keep in mind now, when I'm trying to pull him and like, yo, let's go. Like, there's no reason, anything to be scared of. He's on some, I'm going to die, so let me make the biggest dramatic.
I think you. Can we test a theory
it.
though? Can you try it somewhere else? other than around here because that tunnel literally runs right underneath here. So if he is smelling something, or if
it's not a smell thing,
or like a feeling or whatever, something's there and he doesn't know what's there, or whatever it is. Like,
okay, I have to be more specific. It's a specific type of grating, or whatever that he's afraid of.
Yeah, so go try
The other
it
ones
somewhere
don't
else.
bother him. But
The
there's
other
one.
ones, like he will actually walk over it. There's one on the backside.
Is it one of the ones with like the longer? Is it like the longer ones or? What's it? What is it?
Okay, I
how does it look
understand if he
different?
thought like he would fall in because it is.
There's space.
There's space
Yeah,
for
for
the
his
fact
foot.
that he doesn't hop it, or the
He
fact
doesn't
that
even want to go over it at all.
yeah, that fact that he's like breaks.
Yeah.
On top of the fact that he won't walk on the side of the street of it. No, like I've never like I walked him today, and we were walking on the back side of this complex. He like. I had like, yo, come on, let's go. And when I grabbed him by the rough to be like, yo, come on, let's go. Like,
Oh yeah, he's upset.
Lo, you thought he was going to die.
I mean, huskies are very dramatic.
It's even like when you sit there and you're, I'm not doing anything to you, and he's making those noises.
Yeah. And I'm just like, I had to show the lady, like, look, I'm not abusing my dog right now.
I literally saw a video. I was just about to say somebody's going to call somebody on you. I saw a video where like a husky was just crying just because they wanted to cry and they had called the animal people out.
Dude, it's already happened. What are you talking about? I've had Metro here. I had to show them. Officers, this is exactly what you're hearing. Come here. Like, when I say come here, I was talking to Joe at the time. I'm talking to him outside in the hallway because I had him complain on me.
Yeah.
Already. This has already happened already. Like, what you're talking about has already happened.
Yeah,
I just don't talk about him because I'm just like, okay. And he's like, as soon as he walked in, he said, oh, she got a husky. The officer said that. It's like, all right, I want to see.
They're very vocal.
I want to see where this goes.
Yeah.
He's like, all right, I'm getting this complaint. So on, so I'm like, sir, every time I touch my dog on the back of his neck, it's like you think he's going to die. And he's like, what are you talking about?
Let me show you.
And I showed him. And you saw what happened
Yeah.
when him and Miku almost got it.
Oh yeah, he got upset.
Yeah. So I'm like, all right, come here. And just to like give an idea, like to show him, so I showed him like, what did you do? And there was like some old thing, like I said, what did you do to my shoe? To show him something. So when I did that, he shut down. I go, so when I grabbed him by that ruff in the back of his neck,
He knows he's in trouble.
I'm just like, this is what you hear, officer.
This is basically the kid that cries before the bell comes.
I did like, not to mess up the shirt. I did one of these real quick to let him know like this is much pressure that I will ever
Yeah.
put on this dog to get his attention to let him know. I watch nature shows. That's how they get picked up.
That's how they carry him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's why I do that. It's not abuse in my mind.
No, he's
It's
just
not
being
like I'm
over,
picking him up and I'm shaking him
he's
like.
being
No,
over
he's a
dramatic.
husky.
He's being
He's
over
dramatic.
dramatic.
So I'm just like, sir, officer, this is all I'm doing to him. And I'm just like, yo, calm down. What are you doing? And he's looking at him. And he's like looking at the officer like, you just gonna see him let him do this to me? You see this shit? I'm just like, this is what neighbors are here.
The one who called. Jogo called CPS.
Help me.
Oh, my dad hurt me.
And so it's just like,
He's gonna hurt me. It's
I'm like, come on, dude. It's like the dramaticness is what I'm not used to.
yeah, the drama,
Or the overreaction, the fear, that fear part, that really like that kind of irked me. I was kind of disappointed.
like he's supposed to protect me, bro. Like,
I already know he's not protecting shit. Anybody breaks in, look, I'm gonna go ahead and say, anybody breaks in here, you can take him.
oh, so we out, right? Yeah, like,
Take me
it's
with
a
you.
PS5. Let's go. Like,
And that's not over. He's not barking at anybody. I don't think. How many times have you heard him bark? I've had him almost a whole year. How many times have you heard him bark?
valid point.
I can't say anything. I hear him talk all the time and
No, bark.
and bark and stuff like that. Like,
Legitimately bark.
yeah, when they play outside, he'll bark. Him and Chewy will go back and forth.
That's different. I'm talking about just
Like an aggressive, like,
yes.
has he been put in the situation where he needed to do it?
All right.
How Miku barks when
Thank
somebody
you.
comes by the door.
That's what I'm talking about.
Miku will let everybody know. Somebody's
Right.
walking by.
Well, yeah, Chewy will bark when someone knocks on the door. So he doesn't bark
Have
when
you
someone knocks on
ever
the door.
heard him bark or do anything when you ring the doorbell?
No.
That's what I'm referring to.
Okay.
Okay.
I mean, I think, but in
other dogs
in a situation, he would
like
do what he needed to do if he needed to. Yeah.
That's what I'm referring to. He doesn't do any of that. Come across the sewer grate.
Terrified. He's a lover.
Ask him why he chewed on the edges of the table. Ask him why he chewed up his bed.
Why you
try
bring-
to discipline him.
Right now, he's like, yo, why you shut up? Oh shit.
I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die.
Here he is. Here he is.
Yeah, that's you, bro.
Yeah, I'm over here talking about you,
What'd you do to the table?
Drogo.
What'd you do, Drogo?
What'd you do to the table, bro?
What did you do?
Constantly. That's him.
He's like, y'all keep bringing up oh shit, man.
Mr. No accountability for anything.
Can you guys see it?
No, you don't get camera time. No.
Oh,
You don't get camera time.
nice.
No.
He hasn't been good.
Big boys get camera time.
You did just have the same conversation. Need you to be a big boy.
You should be a big boy. You got to be two.
Mine's
You got to be a
a
teenager.
human, and I don't put him on camera either.
You do.
But Avery does the same thing though.
So,
Grab him by the back of the neck, he'll start screaming.
well, I'm different. Never mind.
You like,
Your mom never grabbed you by the back of the neck?
Did she?
So like, stop.
she slapped first and then catch.
What?
Oh, he popped.
Like, whew.
Avery catches it sometimes too. I don't like doing that. I don't like being any sort of physical, obviously, with my kids, but they hear my voice a lot. I will discipline
You can talk to your
according
children.
to
Your words can make your children cry.
Yeah, I mean
So.
it's according to what the issue is, but they know that if it gets to that point, they really done fucked up.
Pardon to all the listeners and everybody. Just popcorn slapping.
I'm about to open mine because it's making me want some.
So shout out to Mr. Orville Redenbacher. Hey, well,
Is that just regular, just butter,
It's
So,
movie.
working on that
movie
check.
theater butter?
Yeah, movie peanut butter. Yeah. But I guess if we shouting out to people that ain't here, this was messed up because it was just like we took a week off, and I was like, nothing to report on because that's what it seemed like. And then it was like, all right, let me slap you guys with what else was missing from your childhood? What was Meatloaf?
Yeah, Meatloaf's gone now too. Yeah, my dad told me. That the other day. And then Louis.
And then Louis, he was a local. I actually ran into him. I didn't know he was dealing with cancer. Fuck cancer once again. And he was like one of the biggest celebrities that you would like see out and about. Like literally just see just out and about.
You used to always see him by UNLV just because there was always like those little hidden restaurants and gyms. Like you could just catch him.
I've lost track of how many times I ran into Coolio.
I have a picture with Julio at Rio because he was gaming one night.
I see him at
And he wanted me to bring him his drink. I said, sir, that's not my job description, but...
I see him at what do we call this? Thunderdome all the time.
Really?
Yeah.
Shut up. Oh my God. If I ran into Julio at the damn Smiths.
Hold on. No, I take that back. Not this one. The other one. I take that back. The other one. Across the...
On the other side?
On the other side, yes. But yeah, I was seeing him there all the time. And I was just like, you still holding...
You know who I used to run into all the
Hold
time?
on to that one
Joe
little lady,
Jackson.
I used to run into Joe Jackson all the time. because
R.I.P. to him. But
The girl I was messing with, she lived in... they
And-
had the same building.
in the Palm, right?
No, this was at the end of the strip. Past the Stratosphere. Like damn near near the Stratosphere.
Oh, okay.
I forgot. It's the back. You can see all of Circus on the
Okay.
back side. I can't remember the name of the tower. We giving out all the dirt around here and shit. But yeah.
Yeah.
But no, back to Louis
Yes.
and
Sorry.
that Meatloaf one. That's my song. I had that on my
What, Paradise by Dashboard Light?
no.
That's my favorite Meatloaf song.
I'll do anything for love. I will do anything for love, excuse me. But I won't do that. And that's on my I don't call it Blue Eyed Soul, but like White Rock love song.
Hey, yacht rock shit.
Yeah, I don't call it Yacht Rock either.
No, but like, just
it's in that playlist of
those
80s
power ballads.
Because I got it right up there with
I got a playlist too.
that's in there. That's in there with my Pat Benatar.
Yep.
I Need a Hero playlist and all that stuff.
Love is a battlefield. And,
It's in that playlist.
yeah.
So hearing him, Pat, I was like, man, another part of the childhood gone. And I believe he was battling COVID issues, I believe.
And he had a knack for popping up in certain films, like low key with little spots and shit.
Well, we all know him as Robert Paulson from Fight Club. Mm-hmm. His name.
Oh, well, one of my favorites was in Rocky Horror Picture Show.
So, rest in peace to Meatloaf. And then with Louis, I remember his stand-ups earlier in the 90s, but then it was like Life with Louis.
Coming to America.
The Coming to America.
Well, stuff he would do with
To this day, I use that
Working
line.
his way up the front.
Yeah. Look, man, when I started here, I was mopping floors too. Then they put me on the grill. Then they put me on, and like that's where the big bucks are at.
Yo, look, that's White Calvin.
He's like, I'll be on fries.
I think I'm gonna actually go see this. I mean, I don't know why. Moonfall.
It's like, why not? The moon's trying to kill us. Why not?
And it has Halle Berry in it.
It's got Halle Berry and my homeboy.
My man Sam.
Yeah. It's got everybody cool in this. I'm like, unlike, I never did go see 355. That was just one of those.
You said you got the word from your people.
Yeah. But this one, I'm just like, I want to see this one for some dumb reason. Sorry, this is your lighter. But yeah, with Louis, what was the cartoon Life with Louis too?
Oh my God.
What was the cartoon?
Yeah, Life with Louis.
Okay, yeah. All right. But I thought he also had a sitcom at one point.
He may have been
He did
on
a bunch
one.
of stuff with
Right.
Adam Sandler, too.
I just remember Life with Louis. There was one episode where they did the coats that like your arms can't move down, and like they got stopped by the police. Put your hands up there. Put your hands out. They are down, sir. Like being stuck in the Jesus pose, and it was like, because it was cold as fuck outside. I was like, yep.
Did you have that in Atlanta?
What?
Life with Louis.
No, not that. The snowsuit or snow coat.
Like the snow coat that like
You couldn't put your arms down? I know what you're talking
You got
about.
so much layers
Like in the
on
Christmas
too.
story. Like in the Christmas story.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about, but no, I never.
Well,
I was in South Georgia.
This shit can't move.
I grew up in South Georgia. It didn't
Like,
really snow
I
there
had
too
a
much.
snowsuit. I had a legit snowsuit as a kid.
I feel like I'm going to need one next month, though. Apparently.
I remember shit like that. I'm like, that's why I got beat up a lot. I get it.
Because you're in a snowsuit?
In 6th grade?
Easy target.
In 6th grade? Yeah. Man, put on a jacket like everybody else.
Yeah.
You was warm, weren't you?
No.
It's a snowsuit. You know what you got to put on?
You got clothes
That's
under
one
that
thing.
bitch.
It's almost like a unitard. Like you got it over your jeans,
Right.
on top of like your long johns that I'm
26
wearing.
degrees. Get you a jacket and brave it like everybody else.
Yeah, like I'm like, Mom, it's like not that much snow on. It's like it was insulated too.
So you sweating in your fly
Oh, my
fly
God.
school clothes? Yeah.
I remember at one point I was like, because I couldn't get over my shoes, so I would just like unbutton the top part and almost the overall part of it and just tie it.
Yeah, that was how you played that off. It was like, I got one. Well, come on, man. I'm out here some regular like.
And I would just be like, oh, I'm just like,
You had a certain kind of jersey. What was it, like the bike jersey, the dirt bike jerseys? No, but
like
like
fucking busted ass polo was like, well, that wasn't a polo. Whatever fucking fake ass.
niggas wear their goggles still in class too with it, like just chilling in
I'm like,
class.
I really understand why I got beat up and teased so much. And like the fact that I lost my virginity when I did, I was like, that was a pity fuck. That had to be.
We always make this turn.
I'm sorry.
R.I.P. Meatloaf and Louis.
So, Louis Anderson, local legend.
It wasn't me this time.
Wow.
I'm just trying to keep us on track because literally, guys, I apologize. I'm going to just personally apologize for last week's episode because I feel like we didn't talk about dick.
We
Like,
talked about a lot, just not in an organized way.
what did we really talk about?
I couldn't. Dude,
So I'm going to try to keep us on track. 'cause
timestamp. What?
Well,
No.
Here's the episode.
don't know if you guys noticed, but
The
like,
one about
we're
nothing.
not drinking this episode. We drank a lot last week.
Yeah, about that. It's like-
I ain't gonna front.
that was one of those.
I even told Keith, I said, I didn't realize how much of that bottle we
I
drank.
just remember eating, I think, saving what we recorded.
I just like, I kept looking over and I was like, yeah, man. I was like, and I kind of was like, yo, we didn't talk about nothing. I looked 2.5 hours, and I was like,
3.
No, but at the 2.5 hour mark, well, because like, I was literally saying, yo, like this shit can't be that long. We didn't say 2.5 hours. It's like there's probably at that point where I'm looking like.
And what were we talking about?
Scream. Like I said, Scream. Yeah, it's like.
Maybe. I don't know.
I mean, go us for being able to talk about absolutely nothing for 3 hours and
The band was back together. What can I say?
That was crazy.
still have a good time.
All right.
A little bit more fine-tuned this time around.
I actually put shit in my phone this time. Outside of the great week of football we had, but
Fantastic. Like, we can start with that. And then you said
Oh, wait,
you had,
I was about to
the
say, you had a
incident.
story about a white dude.
Yeah.
the white dude in the store.
You want to go to the football first so we can just get that out the way? Because you just mention it.
We can go straight to football. Yeah, because that white dude in the store. We can that's later.
Yeah, greatest weekend of football, greatest weekend of playoff football I've ever seen.
Hands down.
Bills versus
Hands
Chiefs
down.
might be greatest game I've ever seen. Like,
I think I might. Not to cut you up. Sorry. I think I might run that game back.
yeah.
Replay it somewhere like on YouTube or somewhere because that was good.
Like,
I'll just run back that fourth.
what was it? 5 touchdowns in the last
Just run back the
2
last
minutes.
like 5 minutes of game time.
And it was just one of those games where, like, these teams have always, like, they played last year in the AFC Championship. In the past 4 AFC Championships, right now it's the Chiefs. But I'm saying this as my brother, my dad, you know, that side of the family is Bills fans. It's like one little piece or one adjustment. Like, that's really what it was. A different decision and y'all be in a different situation. And just stay vigilant and keep together what you can keep together, because football needs rivalries, and this is one. Like, this is a
Oh God, yeah.
oh god, like, it was great. Like, it was just fucking
Because
great.
it's for the next couple of years, that's what it's going to be.
Shout out to Gabriel Davis, the wide receiver for the Bills, the one that caught all the touch. What a fucking game! Like, but when that play happened with the last 13 seconds on the drive, like, I love there's a video was on SportsCenter. A little kid was talking to his family. 13 seconds left. He doesn't say zeros on the clock. Game's not over. Everybody else is like, game is over. And all that plays out, and it gets to a point where they're celebrating, and the dad, like, they're all lined up and they're jumping and cheering.
Yeah.
But that kid being like, yo, game's not over. Game's not over. And it was like, watching him play, and they also showed when Kelsey basically said "fuck it" and went in the lineup. Which, yo, I've done it. It's like I've altered the play. This is what we're
I'm gonna
supposed
be
to
open.
do. Yeah,
I don't know what the play is. I'm gonna be open though.
I did it in basketball. Like, all right, I know what coach said. Fuck that. Here's what we doing. It's like, why? Because they're expecting us to do what he's doing. And it's like running the same formation, break off. And he was just basically said, I don't give a fuck what route, I'm going into the open part of the field. And before he snapped the ball, Mahomes is like, call it, Kelsey, do it. It's just that simple draw and play. And it was just enough to get it to overtime. And then that catch. Like, there's a reason there's 4 straight, they won the AFC Championship, or been in the AFC Championship 4 times in a row and hosted it. And now we got a game coming with them with the fucking Bengals and Jackpot Joe versus Money Mahomes.
Y'all don't respect Josh Allen.
Man, that game was, yo, they were like, yo, that was the Super Bowl. They were like, yo, like the Super Bowl, I bet you the Super Bowl is not going to fuck with that game. Like that.
I think it's
And if it does, it's
be
going
the
to be
Rams and the
crazy.
Chiefs.
No.
That was just one game. Excuse me. Pardon me.
That was the last game.
Yeah.
Every game ended on the last possession play.
Yeah, like I said, I slept through pretty much all the Bucks game.
Bengals went into Tennessee and gave Tennessee the business. And then ended the game on the field goal with the kicker. Kicked the ball and didn't even look to watch it go in because he knew.
No, that's
That's that cop 5th round draft. Like this, they even put up, this is why you draft a kicker. Woo. Then you had the Niners going into Green Bay,
Yeah.
which it was a great game. It looked like it was over. One special teams touchdown, then a great
That's all it
drive. Yeah, it was like, oh shit.
And this is something that I've heard on ESPN, a sports podcast, a regular podcast, and I still gotta agree. San Francisco's got one of the best special teams.
They got
Out there,
all three facets. They can win the game in all three facets. Defense, they can win the game. Offense, they can win the game running.
The fact that you have to actually worry,
You have to
about
account for their
teams like that. Like
you have to account for their special teams, which these are the guys that you're going to hear next year, probably this year or next year, getting coaching opportunities because of the impact they have on that unit.
Oh, you heard about what's my man?
Sean Payton?
Sean Payton, yeah.
Sean Payton stepped down as head coach. As a conference rival, sir, salute. I never hated on the man. I've never hated on New Orleans' success because they hooped and they won it.
They're not drinking.
Who's not drinking?
We're not.
Oh. But
I stay with the red cup.
You already know how my house is. It's all red cups.
I got a bottle at home.
Straight red cups.
We just drank a lot on the podcast last night.
I drank a lot.
Like,
And then,
we
and-
started with double
and
shots.
I drank this, and I drank this weekend too. So,
I drank
and-
on Thursday at a wedding.
and honestly, like I'm not even gonna lie. I can't
And
even
everybody's
really.
sitting in line. You ain't got no problem.
Well, what I was gonna say. Well, to make you feel a little bit better, what I was gonna say was I probably would be drinking if the kids would have went to their dad tonight.
Okay.
But I still have them, and I still have to get them to school tomorrow.
Okay, so you have to be responsible.
A little bit.
I played
Yeah.
that. I was
Don't feel too bad because I probably would.
I was
be as
telling
well.
Sean, he listened to the whole episode, but I was telling him about that part. And I was like, so you're not sucking dick for it? Like, yeah. And he just was like, that can't be your only response. And I'm like, I don't know what to say. And then he goes, and then I was like, I finally came to an amount, a half ounce in a day. It's like, yo, you all right? It's like, or are you Snoop Dogg now? Like, are you just got
That's
it
all I
like
was
that?
saying.
Yeah.
That's all I was saying.
You're all right.
But hey,
Yeah, that was just funny.
once you realize
Your bills are paid.
Yeah.
You're a responsible adult.
I'm not sucking dick, so.
You're not sucking.
That's the measure.
Not sucking dick.
The measure
You have a
of
child. You're good to go.
Not that I'm saying there's anything wrong with that,
Oh no, there's not.
but
there's something if it's related to a drug addiction.
yeah,
It's like that's the issue.
say some things just aren't for me.
Yeah,
I mean, I'd rather be on the receiving end.
of course he goes. Like
If I'm just being honest,
back to the football.
go back to football. Back to football. Great weekend.
So yes, the Chiefs moved on, the Bengals moved on, the Niners moved on, and unfortunately, my Tampa Bay Buccaneers did not move on. We were down 27-3, and then Timmy Brady came out being Timmy Brady, and I'm saying this with respect because I'd be like Timmy, like he was killing.
What's real quick? What's the receiver? What's my man?
Current or former? I might need to know. Yeah. Like,
All right, my bad.
No. I can
Either one.
I can talk about AB.
Either one.
Yeah, I'll talk
Either
about
one.
AB.
If AB was there, different game.
Nope.
No.
AB gone.
No, I said if.
If his head was in the situation.
No, just saying. On a normal day, if AB's there, it's
A
a
regular
different
AB.
game.
Yes.
Okay. Same. If not for the injuries, what's my
Godwin.
man? Godwin.
Yeah, got Chris Godwin.
Yeah.
That definitely like depleted, but I'm gonna say this much
Different
because
game also. I like Chris Evans and Gronk are just doing whatever they can, trying to.
yeah, but also Scotty Miller was going
Right.
in, and which was guys that came in and he was going to originally, and then we added pieces and such.
So right. But all I'm saying is that I think it would have been a different game if one of those pieces would have been there.
Honestly, I get what you're saying. I think
And I'm not taking anything from LA.
I think looking at it, it's what we do in the situation where you left time on the clock. Matt Stafford can be great for a drive, and they were beating us down, like they were, and so even though we sat there and made that turn and we made that effort to make it a game and make it close, we were finally in a situation where somebody else had time against us, and Matt Stafford can make the big play and take the big shot, but if he doesn't have to and he gets time to get protected. And his receivers, which he has Cooper Kupp, who is the best receiver in the league. I know this because I watched his numbers all year on fantasy. God damn. Like Megatron-ish numbers. Like if you had Cooper Kupp, you were probably in the finals of your league. That man carried your team. Like he was averaging like 30 a game.
Can I say something that I'm not supposed to say?
Is it about him being a white receiver?
Yes. Because they're not supposed. I'm not saying they normally Normally.
But I get what you're saying, but
that man's good.
when it comes to certain
That's
skill
all I'm
sets, when it
saying.
comes to certain skill sets, like there's different types of wide receivers, of course, and those guys that are solid, like polished route runners, great hands, really top tier speed, but also the football high IQ. You separate it and you put him in a slot where he's like current day players, like the Amari Coopers,
Right.
those guys. You know what I mean? You know, Julio Jones, AJ Brown, like that catch that AJ Brown made. Like it's not super duper flashy as like an Odell Beckham. Not knocking it, but I'm saying there's different type of. You have the freak athlete wide receivers, and then you have the guys that are just like every time you line up, be ready because this person doesn't make those little mistakes. They're the ones that put the time into the footwork drills and the hand drills, and that's why he's in the position he's in. And it's just like work got him here, like, and that's the scary part because it's like
I'm not knocking his work ethic. I'm not knocking any of that. It's just normally. I'm just saying normally.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just
It's
normally.
I can't remember the last time. Like I remember like there being good wide receivers, but I can't recall the last time a wide receiver was the best.
Where he's just like, I will smoke.
He smoked us on 2 consecutive drives, like, and like it's one of those
I'm
things.
smoking on your safety, your cornerback.
Yo, we was a loud pack that he smoked. Like when he did the move and cut back inside, and the miscommunication happened with the safety, and I was like, shit. As soon as he threw the ball, I was like, oh, there it go. I was like, he got us. Cooper Kupp, like, come on, man, like his name, like, like,
And it's just a little. It's not a lot. It's like some Larry Bird shit.
it's like getting scored on.
You know what I'm saying? Where it's like it's not a.
It's
very,
polished and it's skilled.
That's it.
Yeah, it's not
Polished skill
flashy.
set.
It's
That's
not
what I'm looking
flashy.
for.
It's not.
That's exactly what I'm looking for. A polished skill set like Larry Bird.
It's like when Chris Carter smoked
Right.
you. Chris Carter was polished and whoop with the hands and just every time. And it's like, oh, on the sideline, man, please. Like, man, I'm a wide receiver. Where you want me to catch the ball?
right.
It's that level of skill.
That's the analogy I was really looking for right there.
Yeah. It's just
It
polished.
wasn't because he was white. It's just like it's just something you don't normally see from white
Yeah.
athletes like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, usually, you know, they always get this, the gym rat
Yeah.
kind of thing. And it's like guys like the Wes Welker, which I'm not knocking at Wes Welker. Wes Welker was gritty.
Oh,
it was
ooh.
tough. Slot receiver with zone killer. Like, there were guys that fit into that slot. But you would have Wes Welker, and then you'd have Randy Moss running the route and getting the big over the top play.
I always call Wes Welker Tweeter because that's what.
Yeah. No. Tweeter, swear to God, Tweeter was Wes Welker. Like, that's what he played like.
Tweeter.
Even when he was in a slot route, when you needed a receiver, you know, to move the chains, he stood there hook, like, you know what I mean? Button hook. It was like break a couple tackles, get an extra, you know what I mean?
So I'm not the only one that ever thought that about him.
Oh, absolutely,
No.
yeah. I was like, Tweeter drinks beer. You know, he really, the way like the game was, and it was a great game, and yo, like if that's who we got to lose to, but like no offense, I was ready to be like, yo, if they win it, I'm not mad, but like this whole them limiting the Niner fan games, yo, fuck that, yo, go Niners. Like,
I no disrespect to LA's kicker, but you heard what he did.
what?
Like before, he was like, "Yo, we going to the conference."
Yeah.
Like on the way to kick. Mm-hmm. He's like, "We got this. We get ready, y'all."
Man,
It's like,
You
holy
blew
shit.
it.
That,
I'm just kidding.
hey, when you go out there with that confidence, man.
yo, they was like calling SoFi Radio. You mean SoFi Stadium?
Yeah,
Oh, you mean Niner Stadium? Our stadium
There's
in
some
LA?
guys that just do it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? No, what? This Tuesday. I got this. So, shout out to a great weekend
That's
of
probably,
football.
yeah, I
Shout
was
out
about to say that's probably not how Kansas City's kicker felt.
Well, you're not gonna.
Like I said, my man on Bengals. My man,
He looked like-
my man on the Bengals.
he looked like
kicked
he
and
was
walked off.
stressed.
He kicked and turned off, and he was like, "Yo, let's go."
Like I said, you're not like you cannot do that. Not supposed to do that, Steph. Like,
I did it with a pass and had a coach talking shit to me. Like, was on the basketball, caught the ball on the wing, and just threw like a pass right into the basket. And I just turned and started walking back up. And the coach was like, "Oh, you just gonna pass and walk away? That's how you feel? Hey, yo, double team him." And I was like, "You gonna double team the guy who can pass? Don't double team him. Trap him." It's like, you know,
that's kind of like Patty Holmes when he's doing those no look underhanded passes touchdown type.
Oh, yo, that pass he threw under the arm of the defender. And I was like, nigga, this nigga's throwing in the Matrix.
So I'm just like,
but Josh Allen is like, I will run, I will truck your safety and then throw a bomb.
well, no,
Buffalo's so goddamn close. Like, yeah,
Well,
like
I feel sorry for
Hopefully-
Buffalo. I feel sorry for Buffalo. They just, it's like they're going to have that.
their offense. So that's the second perfect game in a row
I'm
they
talking
played.
about they're always going to have that
That stigma,
that bad
of almost,
having
but
to deal
not like
No.
always a bridesmaid.
having to deal with KC like that. That's going to be a while.
I think that this
It's gonna
show.
be a while of that.
I think that this game showed that there's a difference, but they closed the gap.
No, I'm talking about the battle. Of the
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, like Kansas City can't just be like, "Oh, we've been winning it." It's
Yeah.
like, "Nah, yo, we gotta play them." Like when it goes from
We on y'all neck. every time.
but yeah, it's like, yo, we can't let up on them because they coming. This is like the Knicks coming at the Bulls, and it's like, yo, like they're chomping at the bit. But do they become the Bulls doing it when they are the Pistons when they overcome it? Like they get put into that next tier. And if it happens to be say next year, if it's in the AFC Championship, we just gonna be like I think we're gonna be looking forward to divisional football from now on. Like I like this 17 format.
Oh man, it's all on Sunday too.
I would like whatchamacallit. I would actually like if it went to 8 teams and the top 2 teams get buys because then you just sit there and we get an extra weekend of football. I don't know if we need 18 games. If we have 18 games, we don't need as many preseason games.
That's true.
I'm done.
Yeah.
I'm the whole preseason thing. I'm just like, I know you gotta have it to a certain extent, but come on, you got guys that's getting hurt during preseason.
Do second and third string only. And your draft prospects, we have a
I know.
time frame.
I know
on it.
you need it. I know there's that argument for it, but I'm just saying.
It's all fun and games until your star player gets. Remember when Mike Vick went down?
Well, I think the
This season might be
conference
the best
championship games are going to be just as good.
ever. Who you got? Who you got coming out of it?
Kansas City and
Yeah,
Rams.
Kansas City and Rams.
That's who I think.
Yeah.
All right, I guess I got the upset. I'm going with Bengals Niners.
Okay.
It's a rematch of a Super Bowl from way back when. And this offense versus that defense, but also both teams have the special teams factor.
I want Niners Bengals.
That's what I want. I think that's what's going to happen.
Okay, I want Niners Bengals.
Because, you know what it is? Like, the Bengals can go off at any fucking time. And the last time they went off, it was against the Chiefs. Isn't that the game where Jamar Chase, either that was the game before or the game where he set the records when he had, the most yards in the game? And
I just think Niners might be just too banged up going there.
I think Niners are just playing balls out. I think that's what's making them, because they got hot at the right time.
Oh yeah.
They're playing it's always like that Pittsburgh run when they came in as the underdogs, but the chemistry and everything was on point. Everybody was hurt, but that's when you had practice. Now you just walk through.
You saw how they were leaving the field though. This last one,
It was also cold as fuck though. That could be a factor. When you hurt and sore and the cold, I gotta walk off. It's
I gotta walk out.
you gotta walk every step hurts and it's cold. And what did you say? You can't feel your hand in your
I
feet.
know.
No,
I
you said when
know.
you can't feel your hand in your feet.
All right.
You find out who really wants to play football.
I'm not disagreeing. I'm just saying it's a different look is what I'm saying.
And yeah, the games are in Kansas City and in LA. So LA has a home game to get a home game. Niners can just be on the continue the upset tour, because Dallas, Green Bay, LA, and then you get to play in your conference rivals' home.
I still feel sorry for Dallas fans. They're still going through it.
They're always going through it.
This shit was bad. They were like, when Mahomes in 13 seconds, and I was like, yeah, that's cold. Because that was the one run play.
Mahomie.
That one run play was 14 seconds where they lost. Mahomes had 13.
I mean, he's already made it
And
clear.
three
You
timeouts,
can't give him. I was
Yeah,
gonna
he
say
had
you
the
can't
three
give him
time-
time like
3
that.
timeouts.
It's-
13
game
seconds,
ain't
3
over.
timeouts. I got all day. What? I got all day.
Y'all forget who we have on this team? It's like,
Yay, sports.
That's the Philadelphia Eagles. That's a 3 and out.
hey, at least you're not the New York Giants. 3rd and 9.
I'm sorry.
QB sneak.
I'm gonna put some respect on the Eagles' name.
They made it to the playoffs.
They made it to the playoffs, so shout out to them. And they actually got me interested. Excuse me, sorry, I haven't popcorn.
I know you were giving up on.
You did
giving
give
up
up.
on them.
But I was still low-key watching them. I wasn't gonna say rooting for them.
Seeing what they do.
I knew for a fact that they was not going to get past Tampa Bay.
No, but it's like, let's see how you guys. Let's see
Right.
what you guys bring to the table. And they played.
Right, they
Like
played.
they tried. Like,
They tried. I mean, they tried.
like, yo, like, you know what I mean? Like, y'all wasn't just, you didn't just take the L. You like fought back a little bit.
A little bit.
A little bit.
At least you're not like, damn, did you at least pinch the bitch?
All right.
Like, rest in peace, AJ Johnson.
But I'm looking forward to it. I'm not putting down any more
Same.
money this year.
I understand that completely.
I heard it all weekend. I lost my parlay. It won team. It was one game. I was like, well,
Well, it'd be like that.
a lot of people.
No.
Apparently, a lot of people lost on Buffalo.
I did some. No. I got some money back from the UFC fight. And
The one where Ngannou retained.
yeah,
With one, it basically fought on one knee.
I basically just put everything. I was like, that's one of those. I'm just gonna put everything. See if I can bounce back. Hopefully that came through. And then I kind of bounced it all out again Sunday.
I can't bet. That really stresses me
That
out.
Green Bay game, I did not see that going that way. I'm not gonna lie.
Yo, Twitter.
Fran on the road.
Twitter started flaming Aaron Rodgers. And it was just like, Jimmy Garoppolo's his new most hated Italian after Dr. Fauci. Like, yeah, like, yo, like, it was Flame City.
So I'm looking forward to it though. And we both agreed though.
Yep.
It's like we agreed, but we agreed also. So
Yeah, what you would want
I'm that
versus what
guy.
you think it's going to
Yeah.
be, right? I would just like for it to be Rams and Kansas City. I mean, I'm a low key Kansas City fan by default of friendship and things like that because they root for my team, so I'll root for them when given. But just last year, like I said, it was even a toss up. Like I was definitely going for Tampa, but I enjoy both those teams being in the Super Bowl, so I like Kansas City.
I feel like there's
But-
a shakeup coming in the AFC.
Well, it's a little shake up.
It could be wrong, and Kansas City could win, but it just feels like this year Kansas City was more vulnerable because they had that that quote unquote shaky start. They started off pretty slow, but then they got firing. They've won a lot of games in a row, but they did lose before the playoffs started. And just teams are not looking at them like it's not like a lack of respect. It's like more of you winning. We know. Like not like all due respect. Yeah, the past 4 years we've had to go to somebody's had to go to your house to try to get to the Super Bowl, whether they beat you or didn't. That speaks something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's like, yep, like we in it, like, and it's here.
Dad's more, I mean, and I get this too. I kind of am too. This was the other part of wanting, the Rams to go was because obviously being huge Georgia fans, we like to see Georgia alum, especially one of our best quarterbacks of all time in Georgia.
And somebody who
get to
can
a
break the
Super Bowl.
stigma of
Yeah.
not being a winner.
right.
But can get to a Super Bowl.
As opposed to the narrative
exactly.
goes from, he was just on Detroit. Like, that's
Thank
not,
you.
yeah, like,
Thank you. So yeah, I'm,
and like, yo, like, I remember when
That part of it is really
when he
cool.
separated his shoulder in the game in Detroit.
Right.
He came out, popped this shit back in, and then ran in for the touchdown. Like, gutsy player. Even they showed the comparison of the spike play, and then, like, where he faked the spike and ran the touchdown back in Detroit, and then, like, this game where he had the same play, got the big ball deep to Cooper Kupp. They got down there, spiked the ball, kicked the field goal, it was a wrap.
He said, "Let's get up out of here, guys."
Yeah, and it's like I said, like, yo, Brady, like, I've seen Brady do it enough times, and we did it enough times last year. This is how you manage that situation. Like, it's just we left too much time on the
Set it
clock.
off, Mike. Brady got one more in him.
I feel like that too.
He didn't show it, but I saw it. He angry inside.
I want to see who's a free agent receiver because somebody's going to come in.
I mean, what is he really angry about? He just won.
No, he just
won
has
Super Bowl last year. Like,
because
I mean,
it's competitive because he's trying to set a bar that is going to take a while to reach. Like you're already at that point, but one more. And honestly, if you take away you don't take away, but like the injuries, the whole AB situation. That like threw off the team mojo. Not to blame it on that, but
didn't want to go out like that.
Yeah, you want to go out like yo.
Of course, you want to go out.
If we went out healthy and if we were healthy with AB on the field and we lost in the same manner, because the Rams are that good, because the Rams have been pushing for this for years now since they hired Sean McVay. Like the Rams, like I respectfully say this, they put their nuts on the table and hired a 30-year-old coach. Like people, I kind of respect, like yo, and it's gone in the right direction.
On the table,
dude. Like they have, I say this
Sounds
respectfully, they have a lot of the best individual players at their positions on their team, playing on the same side of the ball. Aaron Donald is the best pass rusher, arguably. If not the best, the strongest by far. I still remember that shit with DK Metcalf. He's like, oh, you max 350? Only 350? It's like Aaron McDonald be picking up tractors and shit. He's beast athlete. Von Miller, edge linebacker, Jalen Ramsey. And then that's the defensive side. The offensive side is just like, God damn. Oh, I forgot. You forget Odell Beckham's on that team.
No, I didn't forget.
No, but like when you start talking about just the defensive side, then it's like, oh yeah, back on offense. And then it's like, yeah, Cooper Kupp. Like I'm gonna put respect on his name from here on out because I can't think of a better receiver in the league.
You don't need your respect. He good.
I'm gracefully man. Fuck you. I got nothing bad to say about him, but I just still feel like it's gonna be Bengals Niners.
That's all I was saying. It's like Cooper Kupp. He don't want. There's just some individuals.
He just do his job, and he be like, yeah, but like when the time comes, pay that man. It's like
you gonna use the word peasant one day. Yeah, you're right.
You know what? Yeah,
scallywags.
I loathe. Okay, we're done. It's like
you gonna call somebody some team's cornerback a peasant one day.
He's throw like a peasant. What? Like.
No, their cornerback a peasant.
You put this peasant on me.
Anyway, so white boys acting up.
Let's go.
So we were having a conversation before I hit record. I was like, you know what? I think I should share this for the podcast. So I'm over at the Thunderdome picking up some groceries, and I'm dressed almost like I am now, just with a different hoodie, and see these two white gentlemen walking towards me. Younger guys, about early 20s. I'll say early 20s. And they're walking through the store together. One dude's pushing the cart, the other dude's right behind him or beside him. I'm like, not really doing anything. They just don't have to need my eyesight because I'm like looking for something down the aisle. The white gentleman in the rear. All right, now, brothers, he said stay something. Not stay black, but he's like, all right, now, brother, stay. He said stay something.
Like stay up,
Yeah, but it took me off. I was stuck at stay.
Brother.
Between brother and stay, I was like,
because you didn't say brother like, hey brother. You said like, hey, what's up, brother?
No, it was like, all right, now, brother, stay up. What?
Stay up? Yeah, wait. Who's talking to me? Yeah,
where's coming from?
What 5% is? I'm looking at you, but like he's talking to me. Like, who? So it's you. Like. You said that?
So I just like, all right. He kept pushing.
That's protocol. Yeah, all right. Yeah, like.
So, finish up my shopping. I'm all about a self-checkout. All right? I don't want to talk to nobody. I want to do my own groceries. I'm like, hey, one trip from the car still. Still got it.
One trip or die.
I knocked off my list. I'm in my zone. Let me be.
Hey, so I do all my grocery shopping as I'm unloading my cart, I see the white gentleman again as he's leaving. He's like walking out because he's on the self checkout that was in front of me or whatever. So he's like right here. I went to the self checkout right there. Now he's leaving, so he's coming around behind me. He looks in my cart. All right, but now you know we gotta stay out that pork. I said, wait, what? Never in my life have I ever wanted to use the word young man like I did. And that one time. I don't know how old he thought I was. I don't know who he thought I was. I don't know who he thought he was. Oh. But I wasn't mad because I know he had good intentions. And you know how he's
Don't come lay down.
you know how someone say something and you know they're being genuine because you can see it in their eyes even through the mask. Like,
I get that.
he had this look on his face like, come on, brother, now you know we gotta get out that pork.
He was concerned.
No.
Works better for you, Jada.
No. You son of a bitch. Like, you got me to say this on the podcast. All right, fuck it. I'm speaking solely for myself, Keith Valentine, in this moment.
But I was just like,
Ain't no way in hell this white man gonna tell me about any motherfucking thing with pork. You fake ass hot salami bacon. I was just like yo, like you gonna lecture me? You over here eye hustling, looking at my bag. Like, if you don't mind your motherfucking business, like this. I'm sorry, you are so out of bounds. Like. You here to help me, white man? Like, yo, like I'm having that conversation there.
They just saw you do that, just so you know. You can.
Oh, I swear to
Please hit
God.
me, little jerk.
Oh, if a white man tells me about pork and the mother,
We like pork.
woo.
I don't know, because I always look at everything from the outside.
But that's like a huge thing now.
I
wonder
immediately saw the
Ben
humor
doesn't eat
in
pork
it.
anymore either. It's like it's weird.
Wild,
Like
funny, but like, it's like
and like I said, I think because we were talking about House Party 2 before. If you ever saw the movie House Party 2, there's a character.
did you see it?
Jamal in the movie.
Yeah, I didn't see it.
Were you watching it?
I didn't see it most of the end, but I saw it. It's one
You know
of
the
the
movie.
classics. I know the
Yeah.
movie.
And
Anyway.
he mentioned the movie.
But there's a gentleman, there's a white guy that's in the movie that was
a rapper and
Rapper.
a group
Okay.
of white kids called.
There's a group of white kids that called themselves young black teenagers back in the 90s. They had a song called Pass the Bottle and Twist the Cap.
Yes, they did.
And
This was like a real thing.
yeah, so I'm not fronting on that.
I'm gonna Google it so she
So-
can see.
Jamal was in the movie House Party. And so when he said that to me, that's immediately where my mind went. So I just, all in a second, I'm just chuckling.
Did he have dreads?
No, he had real short hair. He had the
Okay.
He had the what's my man? They don't know.
John B.
Yes, he had the John B.
Okay.
He had the
'Cause
John B
if he
haircut.
would have had dreads.
Sorry for the
In my head, he had dreads.
Oh, I
with
know
that.
who this is. I know
In
who
my
you're talking
head,
about.
he had dreads, and that's part of why I reacted to.
No.
I'd like to apologize because, like, yo, I'd go to fuck off. Like,
Him and his homeboy, he had like the John B with the Tony Stark
goatee thing.
yeah.
And I was like, I see. Wait, what? And so it's like I didn't feel offended at whatsoever, but I just laughed, and I just gave him the hey, what you gonna do, man? And like he didn't break stride to be like, yo, let's have a conversation about your diet.
He knows, bro. Yeah, it's just.
He just
I don't know, like,
He
yeah,
just
like,
walked and
wanted
kept
to
it
talk
moving,
to you, I guess.
and I was just like,
You know what it is? Like, because I've had it to where
It takes a lot to offend me, so let's go ahead and get that out the way. So that's why I wasn't offended, and I didn't feel like I need to correct his act.
I don't think he was trying to be offensive. I think he really just wanted to talk to you.
I don't know why. Like the way I reacted was the way I reacted. That's probably my inside voice.
It was the dreads.
In the moment, I'll laugh. Like I'd probably laugh it off in the way, be like, "All right, man," and just keep it pushing. It'd be like
I'm not gonna see it. Like I'm trying to get back to this terrorist that I left alone in the house. So I'm talking to you. He actually turned his head away from when I said that.
Well, he's mad at me because he hit me, and then I don't want to play with him.
Oh, okay. See, like I said, terrorist. So I'm trying to like get back to him because I don't want to leave him alone. Yeah, so it's like I'm not even trying to have this conversation anyway. So I'm just like I'm chuckling. I'm just like, yo, this is just me, my life. This doesn't happen to anybody else on any other given day except me. So let's just go ahead and roll.
One of those Truman Show. If I can find the camera.
Hey, God said, "Hey, Jada, you want some content for the podcast later? Here you go."
I literally I told you guys about the old dude last weekend that came up to me who gave me the 26-cent voucher and told me he wanted to like make love to me. And then he walked away, came back, gave me like $3 and kept saying stuff. Then he walked away, came back a third time with a $5 bill. Told me that he had a pistol in his pants, and I told him that he can't have one of those in the casino. I didn't tell you guys this.
No.
Oh my God.
I swear to God, I would remember that.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I thought I told you guys about it. Oh, I thought I told you.
Structure a note? No, I won't remember.
I mean, I ended up
dude threatening you with a gun and a penis in his pants with 26.
I knew what he meant. Well, I started. The
he
thing
gave
was,
you like $8.50. He did. Basically at this point.
He ended up at least I got something, but shit. No, I swear to God, I thought I told you guys about that. No, when you were saying that you would just laugh, because that's what I kept doing, and I was just laughing. And then when I came up with the comeback, I was like, well, did he get it? Because like I thought it was funny, and I was like, sir, you can't have one of those in the casino. Get away from me. Like.
That is a comeback.
And he was like 80 years old. He was so old.
That's the part that was missing.
So old.
Ew, that was just
so old.
Shaking hands.
And that's why I kept laughing.
All I've seen is liver spots and the 26 spots. Let me put that somewhere.
He came back 3 times.
Yeah.
He came back 3 times.
That was his exercise for the week.
And I was just like, bless his heart. I just want to like, because normally I don't let men speak to me in that manner, but like this 80-year-old man is looking at
he's just trying to see if
me
it still works.
standing up there. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I wasn't playing into him. I was like, oh, okay, thank you. Like, kind of giggling it off and like trying to just go about my business. But
shit you can get away with when
there's only
70.
so far I can go on my dance stage when he's like right there.
I like to go with 75 as like the. Once you hit 75, it's like cruise control. That's
like,
what
I want to make it.
Wow.
That's how I'm calling it. If I ever hit that point,
I totally thought I told you guys that
control,
story.
baby.
That's crazy. Like, I want to make it to be old enough to like. I already say wild shit.
I'm seeing if it still works, man. Like that's really where we're at.
I want to see like what kind of wild shit I'm able to say.
He was
like,
wanting to know if
being at like an old folks home. Like I think that should be popping.
He was like, I'll take care of you. I'll make love to you. And
I think I'm gonna go visit my grandson in Florida. He lives in Miami.
How many keys he have?
I was like, you got a will?
How many keys he have?
Did he have like the janitor set up?
I look like an idiot with his popcorn, folks.
Okay. Just enjoying the story.
Yeah.
But yeah, wow, I smoke a lot. I'm sorry, I thought I told you that story.
Old folk new beaches. Be like, what's happening? Yeah, what's up? Yeah.
And he was by himself. Like
Yeah.
You drink tonic with a splash of vodka for a little spice. Yeah.
I was like, okay, well, thank you, sir. You can't have one of those casino boys. I'm the only one laughing, but okay.
No, we're sitting there. I'm thinking of living old.
No, I was because I'm remembering him when
Slack and hat game is so ill and
because
serious.
when I said it to him, when I said that to him, he just kind of like looked at me and I'm just like laughing, and he's just looking at me, and I'm like, okay, thank you. Carry on. Jesus.
Yeah, Vegas is a crazy place.
And then the dude, and then obviously the dude that I ran into walking out that I showed you guys the thing on the phone. Oh my God. And I can't even, and I should have known you guys would fucking laugh at it because I was so stressed out in the moment. I can't even believe, like, of course you guys would laugh at it.
No, there's different circumstances though. Like, you know, we're not women. Like, and also that situation.
I don't see that as a threat.
Yeah.
Well, I
like
know you
said,
don't. Okay, a little bit of context.
I
so you
know
guys
when somebody's talking, and I know when somebody's talking to me.
We got to tell them what we're talking about. So I was leaving work Saturday night, and there was a very angry older white gentleman. So the casino is surrounded, half of it's surrounded by a mall, and it all goes in a circle. So
Planet Hollywood.
Yeah, so in Planet Hollywood. So there's not really like, you got to walk to get like out, right? And this man is so frustrated that he cannot get out of this mall, and he is going off, and he is yelling. Every other word is the N word, and it's not. And it's with the R on it, like with the ER on it. So, and it is intense. And so I turn,
landing like Bill Burr said.
and I have to walk this way to get to the parking garage to get to my car. So I turn my camera on, and like I'm following for a bit, and you see in the clip there is a black man that he ends up passing, and the dude's on the phone, and he's like, "Yo, you hear this dude?" Like, in his manner, and I'm like, "Yeah, he's been like yelling this." Like, I didn't expect him to like lay the guy out, but I expect him to be like, "Yo, can you chill out?" or like something like that. Like, stop yelling that shit in here or whatever, like anything. But no, the guy continued on going, and then I thought he was gonna go the other way, and I had to like walk down, and he like cut in front of me, and that's when you hear on the clip he said it loud and clear, and I am just like, I was so stressed out because I was just trying to get away from this man, and I couldn't because we were going in the same fucking direction. And like I said, I'm 5'3", and I'm by myself. And for that man to be in that mindset, to be able to walk through there yelling that, I don't know what the fuck he's doing, where he's going. He has a bag with him. I don't know what the fuck's going on. So I'm just trying to skedaddle.
I don't mean to laugh at your plight.
And I show these two the videos, and they busted out laughing in one of such a stressful moment for me.
You want to explain why I'm laughing? Why we laughing?
Yes, you did explain it.
No, I said Keith. I'm asking Keith.
Yeah, let's go ahead.
Go ahead.
So the tone and manner of which he said the word was very similar to, if you've seen Dave Chappelle's show, that first episode, Clayton Bigsby.
That the first episode?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
The black white supremacists. He's like, these naggers. Like,
Oh my God, sound just like him.
it sounded, yeah, yes.
Oh, God.
He basically sounded like Neggers. And it was, hearing it sounded exactly like the episode, which brought a certain laughter from me tied to that episode.
I laughed my ass off when I heard the video.
And also, hearing it in the way that he said it, Jada and I are listening, and we're like,
Oh my gosh, I just realized that was all in one night. The dude, yeah, because I'm like thinking, how have I not told you guys the story before? It's because it literally just happened. Like I said, I smoke a lot, guys. I'm sorry. And I have to deal with shit like that all the time. So it's like,
It all starts running together after a while.
Dude, what are you staring at? What are you staring at like that? Stop it. Is there something down there? Ugh. What is it?
What are you doing?
I don't know. I don't know what he's staring at.
I probably dropped a piece of popcorn. He's looking on the floor. That's all.
but yes, so
looking at
laughing in
something right
response
there.
to the tone and the way the
But yeah,
dude said it
back to that.
had us going, but also it sounded like he was talking about a very specific group of naggers. I'm sorry. Y'all gonna laugh with me, damn it. It's like, it was
No, because I'm laughing because I was like, remember that episode of South Park? Oh no, we were looking for naggers. We were looking for the word naggers. Yeah.
I won't even say that word. Oh my God, y'all, I was so uncomfortable. I'm glad you guys are enjoying this.
apologize. Like that whole episode, yes.
So-
That's one of the things, like, we've been desensitized by comedy.
Yeah.
Which is really good because we're mature enough to understand that, you know, we can make a broad ass decision if somebody gets us mad. But also, like I said before, Eddie explained, I can tell the difference between who's talking and who's talking to me.
So, okay, so let me ask you. In that moment, if you were walking with me through the mall in that moment, he wasn't talking to you. He's just doing that. You're right along with me, same pace that we're going.
You're just in between. You're in between him and
okay,
What, so are you? What I'm asking is, how would you
Was he, like,
feel or
walking side by
react?
side along you, or?
He was. I was attempting to stay on the left side of the mall.
Okay.
He was on the right. He made his way over to. He was looking for an out. So anytime he
Okay.
saw exit
Okay,
signs
okay,
that go
okay,
in the
okay.
back of the house, he was going and looking for. And then he
Got
stopped
you.
at one point and was trying to talk to, like, wasn't talking to, was yelling at, like, some custodial staff.
Yeah.
And I got in front of him, and then he came back in front of me.
How
and
close
then-
was he? Like relative?
I mean,
Oh, so you
at,
were
at one point in
you
the
was lollygagging.
well,
Yeah.
no, well, I kept stopping because I didn't know where he was going, and I was trying to stay like away from him.
Which I
so when
understand
he
that, trying to
stopped at the
have you
custodial
reasonable amount of
people,
space.
when he
Especially
stopped
when
at
you're
the
kinda
custodial
stuck in the
people,
same
I
area.
kept
I'm
going.
fucking with her.
I literally,
Yeah.
I just kept going. When he stopped, I kept going, and I was like, cool. And then he came up again beside me, and then he went down that corridor I have to go to
Right,
get to the
right,
parking
right.
garage. And he saw the doors to go out, and then he stopped and went to the left towards the bathrooms, and I tried to go out the doors, and that's when you can hear him. He cut right in front of me out the door, and I made a hard left and just went like as fast as
So
I
he was
could
just
down into the
sporadic
garage.
as fuck.
Yes,
Yeah.
he was all, and that's why I was like, it was scaring
mad
me.
and lost.
Yeah, and that's
At the
why
same time.
that's why it was like scaring me, and that's why I turned my camera on, because I was like, well, you know.
Because I'm gonna go
Something
ahead and say
happens.
it. There's a 50-50 shot that instead of the word naggers, you'd have been bitches. You could have been talking about females. Like it could have been. I've seen the same thing with a dude being mad at a
But what was your
particular
question,
girl.
though?
What would we have done?
How, yeah, like how would you have felt? And like, would you have done anything?
Yes,
No?
yeah, more so
Well, that's
that.
what I'm asking.
More so that, yeah. Like aside
You
from
won't
the,
talking to me?
Like you wouldn't tell
Yeah.
him to like chill out.
as long as
Nah.
he never got in my face,
yeah.
came to me.
To be honest, he'd probably look like if he had said it, like he was going to say it, just might have been the
Well,
end
I
of the
thought,
experience.
well, that was another reason I turned the camera on too, because like I said, the black dude that was standing there on the phone, I didn't know if he was going to say anything or do anything. And I was kind of
So
like, you know what I'm saying?
You decided to record any potential assault.
Absolutely. 1000%.
If I was there, it may have escalated in a way that it shouldn't have intended to be.
Mm-hmm.
Because once I actually hear him, I'm still laughing.
Yeah.
So I don't
And I
like.
feel like,
attention.
yeah,
Right,
and,
and
right, and I feel
don't
like
know what his
reaction would have been to that.
I know what my reaction was
Right.
going to be.
Well,
So
that's why I
hearing
said
that-
it-
What's
You-
his going to be reaction to my reaction? Like, is that
Right.
going to egg him on, or is that going to deter him and just make him walk away?
Both. My
Yeah.
weakness is stupid shit. So when it's right there in front of me and I see it, I laugh
Listen.
automatically. So
I laugh at shit that if I laugh inappropriately.
dude, I laughed at
Sorry.
a funeral one time.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, nobody else was laughing.
Oh no.
Oh, that's one of those things.
I was
Yeah, like-
just holding it in. Girl just
All right, it wasn't like the homies when they played, but they played a video in that montage with the Bohemian Rhapsody, which was his favorite song. You know, the whole thing. His mom started cracking the fuck up, and that broke everybody.
No,
It's like-
there was something said about him that I caught the humor in, and I think I was really the only person in the building
yeah.
that got that humor. And because it was a beautiful eulogy, beautiful eulogy, but my sense of humor, the
timing of the laugh.
no, my sense of humor and the relationship that I had with
Yeah.
my friend at the time was just like that's just how we were. So I heard him respond to something that made me laugh in my head. So I chuckled and it just kept going.
Because well, yeah, that's him.
You know?
Yeah.
So, and it was inappropriate. But in the meantime, I'm like laughing to the point where I start crying. Because I'm really laughing.
Yeah, like it's just, yeah, like
And
I was supposed to do that, Jada.
what's that?
I was supposed to do that.
yeah, but at the same time, like you know
I mean,
what
everybody deals with grief differently.
Yeah.
I mean, if that brought back even a good memory and you had to laugh, then
And then when we got to the car, I explained myself. And I told her, this is what I heard in my head. This is how I heard it go down. She's dying laughing now.
That's the worst part. You punched me. Like, and this shit is fucking hilarious.
She's like fucking her asshole. Then she just starts dying laughing. So I'm like, I'm laughing at her because of the situation. And now it's just like, let's go smoke.
Yeah, like
let's go smoke.
I'm so not good at this. It's
So-
like,
Funerals suck.
Oh, 100%. I'm tired of banning people.
They even do that.
I'm saying, God, I want to have a Viking funeral, but I want to see it. So, fuck.
Projected to the heavens. Yeah,
You'll see
in
it.
that situation, nah, as long as there's no like unnecessary like movement towards, like you said, you're not talking to me. But once somebody gets wind that I'm paying attention, I know my size and stature. It's kind of like, yeah, you know what? And then you keep, even though, you know.
I mean, I didn't.
I give him that make the best decision for you look.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't ask him, and I should have asked him. I already know how Ben would have responded.
I've just been, you know,
Merry Christmas.
I mean, I feel like he would have kind of been like, "Yo, can you chill out?" kind of thing. And then, like I said, I don't know how the guy would have reacted.
Jersey. I think
Jersey.
I think
And I don't know how the guy would have reacted.
Chuckled.
And
I think
then-
he kind of would have chuckled with us too.
Yeah, I think
because
he might have chuckled.
Because it's that reference and that,
It
like I
would've
said,
been, yo, my man,
you
why?
said it. You said it. I said it just like it sounded on the show.
Yeah.
That's close enough hearing it on that clip. That's why I laugh the way I laugh. Like, that automatically makes me at least I'm in the mood to de-escalate. Because, like, you already said it and I wasn't mad.
Yeah, like I'm not throwing him out,
Yeah.
throwing him around, ragdoll.
Yeah.
I don't think that would be like obviously his first go-to, but I do think he would kind of be like, maybe if he would chuckle, would be like, all right, bro, can you like calm down?
No,
kind of thing?
if he's
Like,
sitting there saying it and then you look at me and then like you're opening your mouth, who are you talking to, sir? Like, it's that polite inquiry. Because if you're talking to me, I have to get closer because I don't yell at people. And then that's how I end up knocking
we
you
can
the fuck
have a
out.
discussion.
Yeah, we can talk, sir. And look, I put my white people voice on, and I will talk my way over to knocking him the fuck out because me talking it down and people hear, well, he was being nice and yeah. But like, don't record. Just y'all tell a bunch of people tell him the same story. It's like it's a lot faster, and nobody has to write a report.
Hey,
If 4 people tell me the same thing, all right, cool, thank you, y'all have a good night. I'm sorry, and go on about your business.
Interesting. Like I said, I was just curious. I thought about it since you guys laughed. I was like, okay, well then they're laughing about the show, but how would they feel in the moment? So
In
just
the
curious.
moment, like I said,
Still?
who are you talking to me?
still the same person.
Yeah, it's like
Still the same person.
Cool.
I've had people scream it in the full on hard R in my face and be like, and I always do the same thing. Just go on my radio. Hey, do me a favor. Can somebody clock me out? And watch the joy in their face. Yeah, no. I needed a break. Come meet me outside, bro. It's like,
Ow, that looked like it hurt.
No, I don't clock out because someone's paying me. Someone's
I
paying
did the
me.
payroll. I can fix the glitch. This is just the principle. This is my defense. If you look at my time card,
This is for legal purposes.
Between 3:15 and 3:47, I took a break.
Someone's paying for his ass whooping. I'm not whooping. I'm not dealing this out for free.
Oh no, I added in time later.
Someone's
It's he clocked
look at
out to
little
whoop
baby.
his ass. It's the principle. It's like
I let him know I did.
I just want it on record. Like, I'd like to see a judge. Wow. I'm looking at a timesheet, and apparently you clocked out to whoop his ass. Yes, Your Honor. It's like,
better than me.
too big to run. What am I do? Come on. Like,
Like the way I look at it, either way you're getting let go.
yeah. I know people that would have killed him for this. It's like dead ass. It's
So-
like,
Like I said,
it's like
you paying me for that ass whooping I'm dealing out.
I got paid. Like, I did the payroll, but still, it's just there's a difference. You're not talking to me. And it's not even like trying to sound like some tough guy. It's just like, I don't know if that's like New York, New Jersey, Philly, like even Chicago, like big city, like
It's a
areas.
respect thing.
It's just
You know,
it's
I'm
an understanding situation.
Or it's more of just like, do I really feel like dealing with this?
Like, I told this story before.
Yeah.
I don't know if you were on the podcast when I told this story. I was taking the bus to Dre's one time, and I'm at work in a suit. There were some kids that got off the bus stop that when I got on. And I guess I don't know what these kids was doing, anything, but like, you know, there was one particular person that was mad. I'm sitting there and I look and I happen to be the only like black person at the time on the bus, and this dude is going off and these lazy niggas and this, and like I have my headphones in and like I got one ear so I can hear him. And as I said, people started there, and like he turns and he sees me and people looking at me, and I was like, I'm headed to work. He ain't talking to me. Are you? And dude just turned around and sat his ass down. Cool. And put my headphones back on. It's just, like you weren't talking to me. Yeah.
A simple he ain't talking to me can end the situation.
And and then it's like I know what my stature is, but I'm sitting down. If I get up, it's like, why would you make me get up? It's not my style.
Don't make me late.
Like, no, you won't.
I've actually used that phrase before.
Yeah, like,
Don't make me get up out of the seat.
It's not my style.
Don't make me do it. But
I've said that to my kids. So.
It's I just learned how to, like, as I got big, like, and like, so I learned how to change tones and be like, yo, who are you talking to? And it's just that changes up.
yeah, it's talking about white voice.
Or you get a little back tone with it. Hey, my man, who you talking to? It's like, and if I ask you amusingly, I might be drunk. So
I think you triggered him when you said that.
What?
Because he looked like right at you when you guys were starting to say
How you
that.
doing?
Like, who are you talking to?
Yeah. He knows that phrase. It's like you changed your tone. We just
Did I?
yeah, like
My bad. I wasn't talking to you. Go
it's
ahead.
sorry, bro. In context, yeah, but it's just like it's being able to shift that, but that's all it really comes down to. But it's just knowing that it's like how you said, it's a respect thing. And you about to head to New York if you happen to go on the subway.
I'm not going to fuck a subway.
Cool. I'm just saying it's.
If that man makes me get on a damn subway, I'm never going back.
Well, we can go to Philly?
No, yeah, Philly subway. Yeah, this is a different train. It's elevated.
I don't want to go on any subway.
If you fly,
Underground.
you're flying into Philly.
I'm flying into Newark.
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay.
And then we're driving to Atlantic City. Then we're driving to Philly. Then we're driving to New York. We got a car.
Can't wait for that drive to Atlantic City.
Me neither.
Just shoot me a text.
I'm excited.
Don't FaceTime me.
Just put something in the group text when you hit.
Yeah, just update us in the group.
Make sure you count them tolls.
Easy pass. You'll see the block and you'll see it in the window.
Oh man. I hate the East Coast.
The Garden
What?
State.
I hate the East Coast sometimes. God damn.
I'm nervous. The weather is really making me nervous.
And make sure you don't pump your gas.
Yeah, it's a big thing in Jersey. It's full service
I'm not
gas.
pumping no gas.
Well, I mean, female anyway, but I'm just saying.
No, like
got
dudes
it.
get out. They be like, "Yo, like
Man,
here's
no.
my job."
No, I know you can't.
You can't. Yeah.
Yeah.
it's- Every time I talk to somebody from Jersey, it's like, no gas pumping motherfucker.
It's kind of cool though.
I have a question for you, Miss Annie.
Oh, okay.
Is there such a thing as a maybe next time look that women give? Do you, in your opinion? So it does exist. Where it's like, literally, not in this lifetime, another time, another multiverse, however you want to look at it. And you give them that look to let them know. Because you know you're not going to see that person again. Chances are high that you're never going to see that person again.
Right.
Casual look. Casual look.
Yeah.
I guess it's a casual.
And there's and it can go on a lot of different levels. The more personal level of maybe
no.
next time to all the way to you'll never see them again next time.
No, I'm just specific on this one. All right. Backstory of why I'm bringing this up. Once again, one of these stupid things that happens at work. This is one of those stories that's kind of all over the place. It started off with what she was wearing. She was with a guy. A couple came into work. She was with the guy. It all started off with what she's wearing. She's wearing what I call a mashup. Remember when mom jeans were in for a little bit?
What you mean we're in?
Well, they came back now. But then
Hello.
but then like before that, before the mom jeans, towards the beginning of 2000s, towards 2000s or late 90s was the bell bottoms.
And the low
Oh, those are
rise.
definitely back
Right?
too.
So or the low rise bell
No,
bottoms.
they are. I got a whole.
But now
15-year-old
it's a
in my house.
combination of the mom jean bell bottom. Is the new thing, the new norm almost, that I'm seeing a lot of. The mom jean bell bottom. She's wearing that. I'm like, and she's got a little shapely, little something in the back. I'm like, okay.
I love
And on
mom
top of
jeans.
that, she's a ginger.
Oh,
With like the bright red almost. Like what's my girl from on TV with the big breasts?
I know who you're talking about. The girl who
Exactly.
did the show on Netflix that I watched,
Yes.
the Good Girl show.
Good Girl show. Her.
Elizabeth, what's her name? She played Elizabeth in the show.
Yeah, she plays Elizabeth on the show, and she was on the show with John Hamm.
Hold on.
Mad Money.
Mad Men.
Mad Men, yeah. Mad Men.
Hold on.
Her. So she has that bright red hair, long hair. She has that bright red long hair, just like her, is what I'm trying to
Christina
say.
Hendricks.
Christina Hendricks, yes. Wow.
Oh no, I'm sorry, Beth Bolin.
you're
She
right.
plays.
She plays,
Beth Bolin, right?
Right.
She's Christina Hendricks.
Yeah, her name's
Yes.
Christina Hendricks, yes. So her.
Oh, with Matthew Lillard. I love that show.
Right. What happened with that? I know it's...
No, it's coming back.
Okay.
We're definitely getting another season.
She has this look about her, like I said, with the mom jeans and everything. So I'm like, And that's all I said. So, and I have to help out. Like, I'm like kind of waiting on him and, helping out early in the morning because it's like the first morning rush of the table, first rush of the morning. Not my table, not my section. I'm not going to deal with them, but I just end up helping out anyway. We make a little eye contact. She smiles. Husband will not talk to me. She's doing all the talking and everything. She's chatting it up. Great convo. Like, in town, like she's asking for like spots to go, so on and so forth. So we move on. And they sit around at work for about a good 2 hours or so. Big man moving. And like I said, as throughout the day, throughout their time at my job, come back and forth like every 15, maybe 20 minutes. You good? You need anything? You fine? So on and so forth. And it's always like a nice little glance every now and then that she gives me. I don't think anything of it. But then one of the girls I'm working with, this is another story. She was like, "That she doesn't seem like your type." I'm like, "What do you mean, my type? Like, you don't seem like that would be your type. Like the whole mom jean ginger, like at all." I was like, "Well, you do have a point there. That's really not my type, but I don't have a specific where it's just like I wouldn't."
Okay.
But she was just like, "Ew, what? No, I couldn't even, not ill," but she was just like, I was like, "No, I've been with like rocker,
You're eclectic.
grunge,
Yeah.
like
You all
half shaven head, like
deaf. Like
deaf,
yeah.
like."
I mean, Jada. It's not that you're not picky. You just don't necessarily. Yes, you have a preference.
I have
but
a
like,
type and a preference.
You're
I
more,
definitely do.
But you're definitely more on a vibe
Right.
too. So it doesn't really matter. And I mean that's can be a good thing. You're
Right,
not
so-
super judgy on appearances. It's more of a
So
vibe.
she was taken back by that. Where I was just like, I've hooked up with emo chicks that were like dressed in all black, and just like you wouldn't even imagine, with the shaved head, tatted up, and everything. They
Got
just
their
like,
tickets to We Were Young
Yeah. Oh God.
Got it.
Anyway, so
when we were young. Excuse me. Whatever.
so they leave, and then she gives me the look as when she leaves. So that's why I went on to ask if that look existed.
Yeah.
So it's definitely a thing.
I think, and it could have been a more like, you can even go as far as if I wasn't here with someone kind of look as well.
It was definitely, I don't know, because she was talking. And what she said, I was picking up what she was throwing down.
Yeah, I think it was, and like, if there was a next time, if I wasn't here with someone, I think that's kind of the look you got. But yeah, those definitely exist. 1000%.
You're so okay. I'm good. I just wanted to make sure it wasn't my ego. That motherfucker, so much, man. She don't want nothing to do with you. Drogo, come on, man. Please go somewhere, please.
Got an unusual amount of rhythm from somebody.
What's that?
You got a certain,
No, yeah, that's what I was just saying.
an unexpected
like,
amount of rhythm. Like
It wasn't like unexpected. My guys keep staying in frame. But it was just, that look of maybe next lifetime, or maybe in another universe, or maybe whatever. However you want to look at it. Mm-hmm. And it's just rare that, I'm not gonna say it's rare, but I've gotten it more than a few times. I'm just like, it's a nice little ego boost where you're just like, huh. That's what I'm telling you. That's why I was like trying to help you out, like get them to sit off of you. If you want to give them away, just ask them about the corner again.
I literally, I dress accordingly to him. To be dead, I mean, and I obviously, as you guys can tell, like video or not, I really don't care. But still, I do have to.
You really don't care.
I dress according to the dog about what I can sacrifice.
See, he got something.
His own dog hair? I don't. Okay.
excuse me.
He was just staring really weird at the corner of the table, and I didn't like it. Okay, moving on. Hi, bud.
And then what happened? Something stupid. I guess this made me look at life in a different way. I saw a guy, homeless gentleman, maybe homeless, I'm not sure, had a sign that said, broke, ugly, hungry.
Damn. Like, I
feel like
bro.
Where was he at?
Over by Target, over on St. Rose.
Was it St. Rose? Because I saw one like that off Durango.
And I was just like, my first thought was, and? No, mad niggas in that situation, right?
What is it? Broke, ugly, hungry?
Yeah. No mad niggas in that situation.
This is your new starting point.
You don't get the fuck up off this real homeless dude corner. Yeah. You go get a job somewhere. I'm sorry, folks. I had zero.
So he didn't. What you're saying is he didn't look homeless.
Between the sign and he looked young. He just he easy could have been like a 20-year-old runaway from home, where it's just like mom and dad told him to pay rent one day.
My mom, she was in like Michael's or whatever, and somebody approached her and she was like, I actually could have some work for you. And he was like, oh, well, and she was like, so you're not trying to work?
Yeah, so you're just not trying to work.
Fuck out of here. Like,
I looked at that shit, I was just like, bro, I had to put it in my phone.
Meanwhile, you'll see some people out there with signs and it's saying, yo, I work in this field, I don't have any work.
Broke, ugly, hungry. All right, get to work.
Yeah. Like, I'm laughing at you because this is the maximum effort. It's like you seen that clip of the dude that was faking being in a wheelchair and got caught by his grandmother, which I feel like is a stunt.
What?
You didn't see that?
I don't care. No.
He took off running. Like, yeah, like it was.
You say he got caught by his grandmother?
Yeah, he was like outside of like a grocery store or something like that, and like he was sitting on his sitting on his knees and was acting like he was a war vet. And she started hitting him, and he got up and ran. I'm like, this is probably staged.
No,
I just laughed because I'm like, it's still funny. You can't take this shit serious, bro. It's IG. Like,
I will punch you right in the nose.
I tried. Hey,
I told you, you can get all this smoke too. It's for everybody, all ages, all species.
But I don't know why. That just made me think about the mentality of people now. Mm-hmm. Like, that's what you think is going to get it.
You don't work. You don't want to work. You just want to hand out.
No, just think about the sign now,
bro. Yeah.
Think about you thought this is going to do it.
Yeah, this was your best effort.
He really thought that this was going to work. This was going to be it. I was just like, nigga hit me up all the time, like in this situation. Yo, man, I'm broke. Girl, like, talking about my haircut, my breath stink.
Clean what you can. Clean up what you can. Brush, mouthwash, gargle, floss. Like, keep it pushing.
Like on a good day, I might be a 7. It's like, come on, let's go.
I said it was like,
I don't know.
like,
Maybe,
but I
maybe
guarantee-
I looked at it wrong.
No, I think
just-
it's. But I guarantee you, he made money.
I hope not. I really hope not.
I try not to
would
give
give
him
him-
money. I try.
I give that
because,
nigga some napkins and some ketchup packets. Make it work.
I've given bottles of water. I've given like snap. Like I literally was just on the way to the doctor's office the other morning. I bought a thing of just like cheese crackers,
But
and I gave them that.
Hear me out though. If this but if the sign said disabled, disabled this, or unable
I'm
to work,
specifically speaking on this individual
broke,
holding
ugly,
that sign.
hungry. That's
Okay.
that's what's
I don't have any kind of pity,
Yeah.
any empathy,
You broke?
sympathy.
make
Nah.
more money. You ugly.
If he would have looked
Exfoliate,
more
my nigga.
homeless, would it have been a better or acceptance of the sign? If he would have looked more homeless?
No, if he would have posted on the sign, like I'm trying to work, but I can't, can't get hired, or
Yes,
You're just saying just the 3 words he chose to use.
the old. Not gonna lie, I just want to buy a beer.
yeah,
Or not gonna
Yep.
lie, like look.
want money
Fam.
for drugs. You know what I mean? For drugs, and hookers and
keep
blow.
it 100.
Yeah, like
keep it 100. I respect the overlook, man. I'm broke, I'm ugly, and I'm hungry. Give me something.
yeah.
No, I give you a goddamn thing. Give you a job application.
Not even gonna do that.
Remember, I'm gonna point you in the right direction, or something.
like,
But I'm
that's
not
like
gonna
you
give you
said.
$1.
You're not going to work. Yeah, you just
Well, the
want to get
state
paid.
automatically gives anyone homeless $180 a month in EBT. So
I didn't even know that, but I'm just
Yeah.
like, maybe I'm the asshole in this situation, but
Nah, it's kind of like in the situation when you're at a job,
get it.
and somebody wants the results of something, but they don't put the work in. Oh man, I'm trying to get more things, bro. You late like every other day. Like
Yeah, like, I don't-
you need to take the steps.
like I said, I go to work every day late. I'll go ahead on record and say that.
'Cause you
the
can.
job no, not because I can. It's just I don't want to like. They know what's up.
we know we've discussed it before. You even shoot him a text, "Hey, you want something from Starbucks?" We get it. We
I'm
know.
not gonna go down
We've
that road
discussed it
again. So it's but I know not to ask for favors and be like, out my range, because like they're already giving me that little bit of leeway of
Yeah, you stay in your lane.
that's all it is.
I get that.
That's the exact word. Stay in your lane. That's not it. That whole broke, ugly.
yeah, nah,
What lane is that?
not mine. No, I get it because
Not
like
going to try lane?
yeah, like no, like nothing. Like that's it. Like that's all you got. Because it's like with me, like I could smoke.
That's literally driving on the shoulder.
I could, yeah, but like literally, I could smoke in my previous job, and yes, it was a pothead, but it was like, yo, watch him work, like, and it was to where it was at a detriment,
Part of my reach.
to where it wasn't a detriment, but it was like my performance stayed at the same level. You know what I mean? It was like, it was one of those kind of things. It's like, it's like a bartender who has a shot during work, but like everything's on point. The shot is how she deals with the
Exactly.
people because she has to deal with the staff and the fucking other bartenders.
No, understand. Unlike me that
Wait, I
would
feel
get
attacked.
drunk at work and pass out behind the bar. I actually did that before.
We know if it happens, but like it was a rough week. It's like, no, like they had a rough week. Like,
So, no, I still remember that, but I'm not gonna get off topic. But that was a crazy ass night. But no, my guy. What's he doing?
Licking the floor.
So
An
disgusting.
idiot. God damn it. Choco, stop.
Help me here out, folks. I don't get it, man. You saw me feed him before.
Yeah. There's nothing down there. It's literally his dog hair. Unless there's weed down there,
No.
which there shouldn't be.
I literally swept the floors tried to sweep the floors. I'm all right. Anyway, moving on.
Okay.
Where were we? Yeah, homeless people are not giving a fuck about them.
no, people with a lazy mindset specifically. It's not.
Yeah,
It's
lazy
not has nothing to do with
mindset. I know.
homeless people. It has to do with people who are like, I'm looking for an opportunity to work to earn. Like I seen one post where he was outside of something like a McDonald's or whatever, but he had a sign and he was a handyman. Had his whole, had his contact number, had a license number and everything on the sign. he wasn't like, give me money. He was like, I'm trying to get work.
You know what you're seeing a lot more now around the city? You could hear them in like the grocery store parking lots and stuff. They're bringing like instruments and stuff out there, and they've been setting up a speaker, and they have like their families with them, and they're
That's even worse.
Well, I mean, they're playing music. Like,
No, that's not. No, no.
you've never heard them up there at Thunderdome?
That's a public gathering. Like, that's you're disturbing the peace almost. Like,
All right, like
I've seen it
like
in
the
a
people
few
that sit up there
spots
trying
now.
like, the whole like, I lost some. What was the one of the all they get you at the gas station?
oh man, I need like, I'm trying to need like $5 to make it home.
Yeah, because I lost something in this and that. Not lost gambling, but just I lost my wallet. Ran out of gas, and everybody runs out of gas on the way to Vegas or in Vegas or.
I'm just trying to make it
can't
home.
There's a
back.
fucking gas station
Just-
every 2 seconds.
I mean, like, I'm sorry to say it, but even had a girl tell me I'm like escaping a domestic violence situation, and I was like, they got support groups and things like that that can help you with that. And I was like, look into Safe Nest. Like, who am I to help you? Like, get the fuck out of here. Like, you're bugging.
If I see it is going down, I'm gonna help. But just you out here at a gas station asking.
approaching a strange man you don't know. Like, come on.
That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like,
People are just, I don't know. I don't know if it's a cross between lazy and desperate. Like,
they ain't gonna call you names because like you call them out in their bullshit.
yeah, if you don't, they get mad.
Yeah.
I had some where I've told you, or well, I don't know if I've told you guys, but I've told the story several times in general before of the dude that I went and bought him. I saw him sitting there before I had pulled into the McDonald's, and I bought him a cheeseburger, and I tried to give it to him, and he like tried to hit it like out of my hand. Yeah, and it scared me, so I just dropped the cheeseburger and rolled the window up. Like, it scared the fuck out of me. But I was like, damn, bro, you couldn't have just said no thank you? Like, because we could have ate the cheeseburger.
Was it the one right across from South Point?
No, this is when I lived out at Rainbow in 95.
Okay. Never mind. There's because
The one over there in front of that, the Spanish market that's over there off Rancho.
Because the one over there.
that McDonald's.
Yeah, he was.
It scared the fuck out of me.
Yeah, he was. Yeah.
I lived over there, bro.
Cutting down to get on the freeway. Cut over. Yeah.
I had no choice.
Let me not say
Wasn't my
anything 'cause
finest
I don't
year.
wanna offend
Anyways.
nobody. But yeah.
But yeah, no, like I said, I've had it where that's not the help that they want, and they get really angry.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
You know, like one lady was like, "Yeah, we know it was at a rest stop when I was on the East Coast. It was in Jersey. Oh, we're just trying to get some food." It's right inside. You don't have any cash? No. Like, I don't. Like, I'm not even. I'm not even exaggerating. Like, I don't have cash. Oh well, have a good luck. Like,
I feel like you
Did
got
you guys ever see that
Cash
doctor-
App.
What was it? Like that Dr. Oz clip that's been going viral with
which
the
one?
two non-binary. I don't know what I was looking at that day. And the gentleman made a very, not to be all over the place, the gentleman made a very good point that it's something I said that everybody keeps looking over. I believe in this. So if we find a skeleton in the, just not to be morbid, but if we find a skeleton somewhere through genetic research, so on and so forth, forensics,
Science.
we can determine the sex of said skeleton.
sex, size, gender,
Right.
genetic, ethnicity.
But not most specific. I'm just going to
Bone.
Yeah, because there's
Yeah.
parts of the skull that connect to
I'm
different.
just going to stick with gender.
Yeah, you can
Male,
identify the.
female.
Okay.
You can identify the gender.
Keep it as that. All right, just keeping it as that. Not going to go down to any other road than that. So the argument was by these two non-binary individuals was that is not true.
Wait.
What do you mean?
Because the argument
that
was,
you can't
The
use.
argument was that to me now that I'm understanding it, no matter what you do throughout your life, once you die, so many 500 years later, they find your body. They can determine whether you were male or female, no matter what you did in your life.
Oh, okay.
We're
I
having
see
this
where you're going with
conversation.
it.
Okay.
Okay, I see where
Yeah.
you're going with this.
In this setup, and this is not to demean
I'm not
anybody's.
demeaning
Yeah,
anything.
I'm saying.
I'm just saying.
I'm saying it
people,
because
real quick, let me say this. It seems the argument was people want to have labels, but your labels do not
identity. This is not
contradict
an identity thing.
with science.
This has
Can't-
nothing to do
you
with
can't
identity.
Change your skeletal form.
Yeah, this is
Although you were
this matter
changing
has nothing to do with an
yourself.
individual's identity and how they identify. This has to do with accepting the fact that we have done this not only to our own species, but to every other species on this planet in the effort to study and understand them. We can tell by the remains what it was, male or female. Ideologies, people's politics, and everything else in the human experience just changes over a vast period of time. But in regards to their skeletal remains, yes, you will either find a male or female
But the
skeleton.
argument now is, well, how do you know?
So we're going to
It's
flat
skeletal.
wait.
It's skeletal
Time
shape.
out. Time out. We're not going to flat earth this argument.
No,
We're not doing that.
fam.
Like,
I'm telling you what is being.
I get the.
It's
no,
just,
no.
it's just
I'm
a
not saying-
scientific
I'm
fact
saying-
of what a male skeleton looks like versus what a female skeleton looks like.
I'm talking about. I'm just not even going back to the look. I'm just talking about even if you go down to the sailor level of said skeleton,
Yeah.
you can still know whether it was male or female.
Right.
Raise
No
your hand
matter
into a museum.
no matter what
Yeah.
Yeah.
said body has been through at that time.
Like, so you telling me?
But they're saying that you can't. Is that
They're
what
saying,
you're
how do we know? They're flat earth. When I say they're flat earthing the argument, with flat earth arguments, you would sit there and throw at them.
So what is their arguing but against the science though? Like,
That's it. They want to argue against the science.
The argument is to. Oh, there was a perfect word to do something around the question. They just dance around the answering the question.
yeah.
Where it's just like
There's not really an answer.
There is an answer. It's
But, like,
just there.
you're-
It's the same
So
thing.
what do
It's
you
the same
think-
thing people did with the whole with Black Lives Matter and all that. It's the same thing. It's verbal judo. Like, it's a verbal judo tactic.
Okay,
That's
so
really
if
what it is.
if they think that this science is wrong, then what do they think is right then to identify a body?
I got it. Yeah, I got it. Oh God, this is great. I would be like, 2 ways I can sit there and prove that this exists. Have you ever seen Jurassic Park and or Friends? Both had main characters who studied skeletals were living in identified remains.
Yeah.
Right? Like, it's a dumbass argument that somebody's gonna have. It's like, I've said this before. I've argued with a flat earther, and you know how I beat him? I spun a quarter on the table. They got
what
so
else?
mad. They were so furious.
You know what that kinda
It was
reminds
so
me of?
rewarding. It's just like,
You know what it reminds me of? That
What's
scene
that?
in Django when Leonardo DiCaprio busted out that skull, was talking about the 3 points in the back of old Ben's head. That's what that reminded me of.
yeah.
I love that movie.
No, I was explaining to a flat earther, and I was like, well, it's a spherical object that rotates on its axis. But how do we know that's even possible? Watch this. This doesn't have a
mean-
gravitational pull that would keep it in orbit. And then he's just like, yeah, I was like, I can keep going into it, but I'm not the expert on astrophysics.
People stress me out.
It's like, I try to talk to you, be like, I'm not saying I'm smart. I'm saying I'm smarter than you. Please stop talking. Like, you could just, chalk this one up.
Okay, so they want to make this to where it's like,
Now,
even with skeletal remains, you aren't
well, that was his.
what you are
argument.
born
That
as.
was.
Is that what we're saying?
Yeah.
That was
Okay.
That was the scientist's argument.
Okay.
That was his basis.
Right.
Yeah.
That's all
That's
he was
what I'm
saying.
asking.
which is proven.
And these two individuals were just like, well, who were you to
Misnomer.
misnomer, and misgender? And I'm just like, and the gentleman was just like,
You're attacking our identity.
yeah, I was like, I'm not trying to do this.
Yeah, it's like, no.
It's like, you know how people try to argue with,
Right.
what's my man, Neil deGrasse Tyson?
yeah, it's just like, no.
About shit that's going out in space. Okay, but because they read something on
Right.
TikTok or saw something on TikTok,
It's like you don't know.
Neil deGrasse Tyson is wrong.
You want to hear some? Yo, like I'm mad because I saw a clip of Ben Shapiro and he said some shit and I fucking laughed. I guess when he called Caitlyn Jenner sir, and he said, and Caitlyn Jenner said, I'll put you in an ambulance. You'll take an ambulance home. He goes, the first thing I thought of was, you don't take an ambulance home. And I was just like, shit. It's like, fuck. Like you sound like, he's right. Like. I was mad as fuck. I was like, God damn it, Ben Shapiro. Like, you got me. It's like, you son of a bitch. Yeah, that's hilarious. That's like the...
That fucks the whole argument right there.
Yeah,
it's like...
I'll send you home in the ambulance.
Well, yo,
you don't go home in the ambulance?
It's very Ryan Reynolds. It's very... it's like, shit, like, if I heard a kid say that, I'd fucking lose it.
That would be something Addison would say, though.
I'd rather take a taxi, Uber. Don't need an ambulance.
I like to go to the hospital if something happened to me. Let's not forget that.
Thank you, but no thank you.
I drove. I was mad as shit.
I want to ride the
like,
ambulance.
I'm over here laughing at Ben Shapiro like, fuck. That's how it starts. It's like,
yo, that's why I say I know I'm in the middle of the road with all of this.
Yeah, I'm so much so.
Because I'll say, like, not to get all political, but I do catch CNN every now and then. I'll see some shit on the Democratic side where I like, y'all gotta be some of the dumbest, weakest motherfuckers in the world. So and I see some shit on the Republican side. I was like, at least y'all doing something right.
I saw a post I was too scared to retweet because there's truth to it. Mm-hmm. And it said, my biggest fear is that the pandemic has been a secret battle for me and only me to end up being a Republican. I was like, fuck. I was like I walked away from my phone. Like, I don't like this is the truth I don't want to deal with. Because it's like, you niggas are soft. Thank you. We're the bullies. Like, put the bullies in bullies some shit. We watch them bullying all the time, and it's legal. You start bullying, and then y'all stop. What kind of shit is that? Like, bully back.
I remember
banging set.
Y'all have backbones.
Y'all niggas used to point when you talked. What happened? What happened?
He can barely talk.
I remember when Bill Clinton hit him with the...
We can't put this on Bernie.
I remember when Bill Clinton hit him with the... Yo, who you talking to?
I remember when Obama said something and he goes, I don't know anything about, if it comes to campaigns, I did win too. It's like where is that? Where is the swag? It's just like,
what they call my man? Big T? Ever since, man, Big T pulled his dick out for those 4 years, y'all just sat there being scared.
Now y'all look like halfway crooks. Like y'all look shook. You scared to death,
man.
Like ain't none of, like they came at AOC and ain't none of y'all did nothing. Like nothing. Like nothing. This look, I watched a bit of Cobra Kai because it was watched. I'm like, y'all niggas is getting watched. Not necessarily. Like you trash, yo. Like
no, seriously, I look at politics now as just some like entertainment TV. Like y'all niggas is watch, man. Maybe next season y'all gonna get it right, but this ain't it.
Bro, I said next season. I was like, yo, next season.
Next season, this ain't it. Y'all tripping. Why did I think some end of the world shit was coming up? Something
because Russia and Ukraine, like, yeah. I'm like, wait a minute, like,
no,
I thought they already are.
So basically, there's fears that, like, I guess
didn't they say they didn't say that shit? A
pro-Russia regime is going to be put into place in Ukraine. And they're telling Americans to get the fuck out of there.
Yeah, because they acted.
But didn't they come back and say that was just rumors?
No, because we acted.
That's what we call that a terror level threat. Like,
I understand
because it ain't gonna be nice if it happens.
No, they said they activated like 2,500 troops or some shit.
Yeah. Like that. And if it's Russia, we got to sit there and apparently pull up every single time.
Well, of course, YouTube doesn't say nothing about it. And I don't feel like Googling any farther past that because I have to record this. But, excuse me.
So yeah, everybody's like, it's about to get Call of Duty real quick. Yeah,
oh my God.
I was terrible. Saying The Division.
Since it's overseas, it starts as one way. I mean,
no, we're gonna start home first.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It could get divisiony.
They keep bringing up that Doomsday Glacier.
Like,
that motherfucker, they keep reminding motherfuckers about that bad boy. Hey, by the way, y'all know about this, right?
we had the earthquake. We had the earthquake in Tonga. Rest in peace to all those affected. And
I hate when I'm right.
and then we got tsunami warnings on the LA coast.
Still?
No, we had. That's all that things that happened.
had
We didn't
those.
address that in the episode about nothing.
We did.
I thought I wasn't
Did they
sure.
ever show up?
I believe not. Not to
Not to the
Not to
bad.
do
Not
any
to a bad
damage?
degree.
Well, that's good.
nothing that we report up, but hey,
God.
baby steps.
Jada,
Okay.
I don't want to have this discussion again because it
real
really
quick.
like,
Hold on, no,
like I
I have to
said,
have it
no,
real
you
quick.
scared the
Wait,
fuck
let
out
me
of me,
just say this
Jada.
real
Like
quick.
I don't want.
I restarted the blacklist just because I finally want to see what the
Stress
fuck.
out
Like
enough.
I was a couple seasons in, I was like, we restarted, and I do love the character of Red Reddington. Also, he played Ultron.
Right.
Hearing him talk, and I'm like, okay, that's a little Ultronish. Like, and I thought of the Ultron speeches, and he's like, every couple hundred years, God God throws a stone. He's winding up, and it's just like. I mean, even that I've seen it said, how long do revolutions usually last? 250 years? We're at like 247. I'm like, oh shit. I'm like, all right. Y'all was worried about 2012, but
Man, I'm so happy to see this shit go down. I feel like I've all those crazy dreams that I had. It was just like, oh, I'm now mentally prepared for this. So wait till the black goop starts showing up.
I'm gonna fuck you up, Jada. Jesus Christ.
if it goes to Wild Times, yeah, I'm gonna be like, I never really, I had morals.
No,
kind
it's
of.
gonna
like I had beliefs.
We're gonna be living more along the lines of what's that show? Yeah, you really gotta watch Ready Player One.
Okay.
Because once the tides come in, we gotta move more inland, so everybody's gonna be more on top of one another.
I'm stress eating.
You'll be with us.
Sorry for
Look, you and Ben, you'll be in the compound.
Yeah, you'll be alright. You good?
Oh my God.
The kids will be fine. We'll have a school set up.
You don't understand how, like, I'm not surviving this shit. I'm telling you.
You'll be fine.
Yeah, you'll be with us.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I don't want to talk about this. Anyways, can we move on?
Like, you know what? Hot water and everything. We'll be fine. Like,
There was something I would.
Banana pudding's only going to get me so far.
all right, calm down. Don't talk crazy. It's like,
Someone needs to cook during the apocalypse.
yeah.
You and Pops is going. Well, Pops.
No.
You're going to do that again? And now you're taking away my whole role in the apocalypse? Okay, I'm going to be done.
Like, no. You gotta start saying this in your head.
Sorry.
You guys are mean.
My bad.
No,
Sorry.
I'm like, no.
My bad.
I'm not.
Role in the apocalypse?
No.
My bad.
You fumbled at the one.
My bad.
Why would you say that?
For 2 seconds. Okay.
Yo, why would you say that?
I really thought I was going to be okay for a minute.
Who made the lasagna?
I'm explaining why I'm laughing already, in case you missed it.
But no, you'll be fine. You'll be with us still. Ben won't let nothing happen to you.
I'm glad he'll.
I'm trying to say this somehow. I'm really trying to say this somehow.
I'm glad he'll at least care.
If someone's got to watch the dogs, yeah, you can watch the children and the dogs.
It'll probably have, we probably actually have like a whole like farm thing set up.
Yeah. So yeah.
Well barricaded.
I mean,
and
I'm down.
protected.
All right.
It's just really fucking scary to think about, okay?
Don't take it.
It's fucking terrifying to think about. That's insane to even think about. That's like some Walking Dead shit to me. Like, that's fucking nuts. A compound? I live in Southern Highlands. Like, when you're going to talk about a compound, like, you're scaring the fuck out of me. Stop.
Okay.
Jesus Christ. I am so stressed out in life right now, and now I have to prepare for the end of the world. I can't do all this by myself, okay?
if you
I
go-
am in a long-distance relationship.
No, what's the name of that? If you go to Winco, they got the kits.
How long do you think the kid's going to last?
I don't know. They say 40 days.
This is so stressful to me.
They say the first month is the most crucial.
Is that why they're giving us? Never mind.
Yeah, the mask.
No, I was gonna say, is that why they're giving out all that extra EBT? So we can prepare.
Hunker down. Hunker down. I heard about that. We was having that conversation at work. 'Cause I was just like, my other homegirl was just like, Dad came into my other homie. She was just like, yeah, Dad came with some money. I came with some money. I ain't really need it. So we ended up just cooking some shit because we had to use the money like now.
No, it rolls over now.
Oh, it does roll over?
It does roll over now.
Oh, shit. Damn, man.
That's
There's
recent.
a comma in that shit, bro.
Yeah. I have a comma in mine sometimes.
Yeah, there's some commas in this shit, bro.
I also, I get maximum benefits.
Some of them have 5 digits.
Fucking 2 children.
And then some of them have 5 digits.
Listen, but the thing is, it's like, we definitely don't go that high. Like, we're barely with the comma, but like I said, I have that maximum per state. Like, that's what the state gives me for 2 children. So, and we go through it. Like, we literally go through it. They eat, we eat. And it's not like, yeah, we'll do the whole occasional like steak thing in our little seafood bowls and stuff. But like, they've started to cut down on what people are getting. And
I don't know if she came through with a flip or something, but that lobster was on point. That shit was fresh out the tank.
the lobster that we had.
No. Oh, so no, not you. I'm not talking about you.
No.
I'm talking about my friend that had the lobster.
Oh, got it.
Her pops bought.
Oh. I had to pay for mine.
No, I don't know what they did.
They don't let you get live caught.
That's what I'm saying. But like I said, the flip.
I mean,
yeah.
I'm saying too much.
All I'm saying is I just went for food, damn it, because
I know what you're talking about. You are saying too much.
I'm saying too much.
You're saying too much right now. You are putting people's livelihood at risk.
You're supposed to report stuff like that.
Stop talking.
I'm just kidding.
That's why I don't mention names. Thank God. I mentioned, but y'all know.
People out here trying to survive, so whatever.
Absolutely.
To each their own. It's none of our business. Moving on.
Oh, if you can get it. Look, just
do you, baby boo.
Just stop posing on with the money, please. This is this is my advice to you guys. The laying on the floor posing shit. Stop, please.
Oh, that's what that's about.
They coming for you.
That and just elevate yourself.
They coming for you. They're just like the money phone. They stop.
Yeah.
Stop.
If you really in a position where you making money, elevate yourself.
No, but
that's it.
The point I was trying to make was the repeat is happening between the 80s and the 90s.
Yeah,
it's going down right now. As far as like the drugs, as far as like
the partying,
now we're just dealing with the fentanyl. I don't know. The crime, the crime is just as senseless as it was in New York. Remember how bad New York was?
DC, everything.
DC, you know how bad it was?
There's a documentary about that. The Times Square shit in the 80s and 90s.
I remember what Times Square used to be. It really was hell.
It's on Netflix.
Even parts of Connecticut was like, yo, like this shit looks grim. Like grim was an accurate word. And like that was also an accurate tone for like the shit that was happening in the streets. Like every day you heard about somebody, you know, and it was grim out there. Like it was like, yo, like niggas don't make it home. Like yo, like that's
and that's what I'm seeing.
And
now.
like you're hearing that as like I'm hearing that as like 6, 7, 8, and it's just like yo, you got to be aware. Like you know, that's what it's saying when it goes back to the whole, you know, with the dude talking. It's like I know when I'm in immediate danger. I know when I'm in a situation where it could escalate, but I also know when somebody doesn't see me, and once they see me, they're gonna reassess the situation. And we gonna see and understanding like the levels and how it all goes. But being a kid and you know you're hearing this and then you know this or you live over here and this happened on this side and you know they set this homeless dude on fire, like you always hear wild God. We heard some horror stories as kids, like
I'm telling you,
and it was like shit that was happening. Like I remember hearing about when like dudes from Latin Kings was doing wild shit, and it was like, what?
I remember some crazy story where I think the father locked the mother did something, or the father did something where the other spouse was away, and locked the kids in the house and burned down the house.
Yeah, I remember you hear stuff like that, or burn them in the car or whatever. Like,
No, not trying to be grim here, folks, but this was like I would hear stories like this,
yeah,
almost on a weekly basis of some tragic shit where it's like parents taking the lives of their own children, and the same way you're hearing it now, and it's just on that more of a grim level that the whole
it was like
suicide.
remember the lady who drove her kids into the lake and blamed the black dude,
Right.
Like,
now there's no blame. It's just they're just doing it.
yeah, it was just like
the
heinous
lady
shit.
who drove her son up the mountain
Yeah,
Yeah.
here
like, you always hear stories like that. So it
and
always,
left him
like,
there. He was 10 years old.
I mean, there was that lady that threw a baby in the trash in Arizona.
Yeah, the newborn.
Yeah,
The one she said
and then the other lady in Texas
She
that tried to.
didn't know she was pregnant until the day before.
Okay, well then take him to a fire station or take him to a hospital.
And
They don't even ask questions.
Take him to a church.
They don't even ask questions.
folks, hold on to your hats, man. I'm just saying. I'm sorry. I did not mean to make this grim.
But shit is getting more and more wild, and if like you don't address it, you're gonna keep getting
Yeah.
shocked by it.
And when I say I've seen this before, it does get better. We're just seeing it at a much
It's happened.
rapid
It happened.
pace.
Yeah, it's
Because of
escalated
social
and
media,
augmented.
and it's not like there was no internet when all this was going on last time.
You got it on the
100%. You just got it on the news, and if it happened in your city, it happened in your city. But like you just said, we know what happened in Indiana. We know what happened in
New
this
York.
spot,
You know
New
it
York,
is.
New Jersey, whatever.
Because nighttime news, like it was different for us. Like it's 10 p.m. Do you know where your children are? Like, because you know what I mean, the grim nature of how it was. And you know, there was a lot going on in the world, just like now there's a lot going on in the world. And you know, not trying to sound like those old people that like things come around, but they do come around in cycles. Like
It's
40 years ago,
Yeah.
it was getting crazy. Like, watch Snowfall. there's a multitude of movies
Watch
you can
Snowfall, watch BMF.
New Jack City. Watch.
No, seriously, watch BMF.
Yeah, I gotta check it out. Yeah,
I'm not trying. Like I said, I'm not trying to
you
sound.
can watch Paid in Full. Like it's
No, seriously, I'm not trying to sound grim, especially with the whole that whole glacier shit. That's grim shit, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But as far as like the crime thing, like that's going to pass.
yeah.
That's going to pass again. We're just I'm almost at a precipice, if that makes sense. It's just that it's rapidly like
Yeah.
getting up there.
And it seems like other parts of the world are turning corners to where you know they're trying to move on and forward
Right.
with it, and it may take a little bit longer for us, but if we can sit there and see it and see how things are going, and you know we do start to get back to a sense of normal, like you said, you'll see things kind of shift back a little bit.
No, you give us some more. Like America needs one more good slap in the, you know what?
Yeah.
You know,
At the very least, a flick on the way out, like dumbass, like a good, like how we said, a slap on the back of the neck, like
God, don't say that, Jada. Don't say that. Don't say that. Don't say that.
don't say it.
Don't say it.
It's like
All right, let's wrap this up before it comes out because it really wants to come out. Seriously, no. Seriously.
all right.
All right, say it, please.
Bye, y'all.
All right. So,
Yeah.
goodbye. I'm seriously, come on.
Peace out. Yeah,
we
okay.
appreciate
wrap
you
it
guys
up. Yeah.
listening.
We're
Once
gonna call it a
again,
day before we cancel ourselves yet again.
No,
we love y'all and we
Yeah,
appreciate
this
you.
was bad. We're not doing it.
Yeah.
Y'all be
Have a
cool.
good night.
See y'all next week.
If you
Take care
know
of
me,
each
hit
other.
me up. All right. Yeah.
Please, as soon as we start recording, say what you got to say though.
Okay. Bye, guys. Love you.
Peace.